Whistling.
God, I do love a good whistle.
How come I can't whistle? Fuck off.
You made me stop whistling because of how bad
Probably
you were whistling.
should stop. I'm pretty sure people hate that. Okay, ready?
And no one seems to enjoy a whistle. It might
Yeah,
just be
most
that I'm
people
doing
don't.
it. I don't know.
It's, No, I think it's mostly in general and then extra when you do it.
That's true. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yo, movie time. Fuck yeah, movies. Hey yo, shut up, the movie's starting. Crack a beer and grab some chips, get the doobie, spark it. Huh. Melted butter for the popcorn, better not fall asleep. I'ma hit you if you start snoring. Wait, hold up. Is this a drama or a comedy? The plot was trash, but I like the cinematography. The director has a vision. Check out these transitions. Might fuck around and analyze the tone and symbolism. She's pretty, but her acting skills remain to be seen. Don't mind me, I'm trying to count the boobies in the nudity scene. Daniel Day is in this, bro. The man's unrivaled. I think you're illiterate though if you don't like the subtitles. Is that just me? I don't know. I guess it must be. Shit's a little boring for the first half, but trust me, there's a plot twist. Then the whole thing is real nutty. There's conflict he has to confront old buddy. Ronnie's probably ranting, and then there's Cory yelling. Movies are a great medium of storytelling, so let's talk about it. That's what this show is for. We're gonna talk about some movies, maybe talk about some more. Who knows what's in store? No one but the Lord. Maybe talk about religion too, unless that strikes a chord. Point is, it's hardcore, so tune in if you're bored. Movie time, discussing movies and cinema galore.
Drop. Woohoo! Shout out to Little Terrace, obviously.
Always.
Killing our intro game. Welcome.
I still love that theme
folks.
song. It's like 5 episodes in and
Oh,
still
I never,
really good.
Yeah, I'll never be sick of it.
It's
the boppiest of all bops. It truly is.
I love how the content is amazing and the music's amazing.
It's a twofer.
It is.
It's a duo, not trifecta.
No,
a duo.
a duo.
Speaking of trifecta, you see what I'm doing here? I'm bringing it in.
Are you?
Guys, we've made it 5 episodes. Let's just talk about that. We've done it. This is exciting.
It is.
Very nice stuff. This one's fun. This is a Ronnie centric podcast.
It
let me just tell you. This is episode 5.
These are the movies that made me.
They really did, and they really, when you watch these movies, you're like, oh, I understand Ronnie a lot better now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I get her. I get how her personality was shaped by these 3.
Yes.
Why don't you sort of introduce what this podcast is?
Well, really quickly before we talk about that, I want to try to, at the beginning of the podcast, say what this podcast is a little bit, just so if people start listening, not from the beginning. So,
smart.
Welcome to the Trifecta, a show where we analyze, review, and make fun of 3 movies that fit a common theme that we made up.
Wow, that's a really good and concise way to start each episode.
Exactly. So
She's a
I'm
professional.
Veronica.
And I'm Corey. Elvin Starr. That's her last
this-
name. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It is a
Elvin
really
Starr,
cool
last name. What
last
the
name.
fuck? What's that? That's a whole other
It sounds like a cosplay name.
story. Hey, it'll do. It's pretty cool. And our daughter's Ramona Elvin Starr. Which is
First
cute as well.
female born.
Oh boy, here we go. We're already starting with the yawn. She
Shut
can't.
up! I
she's
can't
so fucking
stop.
Sick. She's sick
Look,
of me.
my brain needs oxygen. What the fuck do you want?
Slap your fucking face and get over it.
No, I'm gonna give my body oxygen. I'm not gonna try to not offend you and deny
At
my
least
body
stifle that
oxygen.
shit,
No.
like, oh, you
No,
know.
I'm wearing lipstick. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you are.
I care more about my body getting the air that it needs than I do about what you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, whenever she's wearing lipstick, I'm like, all right, I'm trying to mac on you, girl. And she's like, I'm wearing lipstick.
No,
and I'm
bro.
like, I know for a fact that there's lipstick. This is not smear, okay?
I think this
So,
probably wouldn't.
Then
but
let me mac on you.
No, I don't.
I'm
even
trying to
wanna
kiss you right
test
now. You're
it.
looking cute as heck.
No.
What? Look, you're wearing lipstick. Lips are looking good as fuck. I'm trying to mac on them.
Nope.
So let's go. You know
Okay.
what? Just introduce that shit, okay? All right, if you're not going to let me kiss you, what the fuck's the point?
The point of this whole
is the point?
podcast?
Exactly. It's all just to get me to kiss you
It's
eventually.
a different media form for 2 people kissing in front of a camera, and it's not this one.
But it could be. We could spend.
It could
do an
not be.
We could do an interlude where it's just us macking for
An
a little bit.
interlude of softcore porn.
No, it was just kissing Jesus.
the Skinamax of
I mean,
podcasts.
your titties are busting out right now, and I couldn't help noticing. But no, this would not be softcore. I would just be kissing you. There wouldn't be any groping or anything. Jesus Christ, this is a family-friendly podcast. Okay, no, it's not.
It's
But
super not.
I don't know. Parents are listening probably, and it's like, we
They've
can't
already stopped
Can't
listening.
be. Yeah, you're right. Can't be macking on each other with the groping. That shit ain't cool.
Okay, you ready to start the thing?
You're acting like you didn't start this shit all like willy-nilly and shit.
I was
Fuck
being
off.
quite willy-nilly.
Quite willy and quite nilly. All right, yes. To explain what this episode's about then. If you
So
would.
this episode is the Bad Bitches trilogy.
Gotta love a bad bitch. I married one.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said, the movies that made me. So Bad Bitches trilogy. They're 3 very similar trope type films.
Right.
Have some similarities in different ways, but they are The Craft, Heathers, and Jawbreaker. Which I kind of doubt anyone's even heard of.
No, but that's like your favorite, which is like...
It
is,
and it's so good. Oh my God.
It's pretty fun. All of these were enjoyable. I don't think I was like against any.
No.
We weren't like, boo.
No, there's no...
But I think there's definitely a hierarchy of which ones we liked.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk of those
Yeah.
as we get going. Let me hit you with the tagline for our first one. So we'll go in order as what she said there. And so we'll start with Craft. Here it comes again. Fuck, I'm boring her, guys. At least hopefully you're
entertained. It's a fucking
entertained.
Thursday night, okay?
I know. It's a Thursday night. It's a weird
Cut me
night.
some
You know,
slack.
they're about to go on vacation, so we had to fucking get the shit done. You
I
know?
had to do these podcasts because we
we're-
care about you guys.
because we're
we
professional as
should
fuck.
tell them. This is going to be one podcast, and then next week there will not be one.
We're gonna have to skip one because Veronica's out of town.
Yeah, and it's just I was thinking we
Trying to
would
do
try to fit it all in and do 3 in 1 week, but then I realized I care more about the content that we give you
we would
guys.
have burnt ourselves out. We got a kid. I mean,
it's not even that. It's that
Hey,
I wanted the
it's a little bit that.
podcast to be good, and I didn't
You're
want
saying
to
we
rush
couldn't have
it.
fucking no, yeah, we usually take time with it. It's a process, folks.
I feel like you guys would be more appreciative of a listenable episode than one that's on time. So
I would hope so.
yeah, it's going to be a week late, the next one.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a 1 week out. Maybe I'll post some crazy shit and me like scat and I'll be like
Yeah, that's the content that people
like
will be missing.
freeform jazz for an hour and 45. All right,
Oh my
it'll all be
God.
like that. Like you'd think freeform jazz. You're like, oh, Alvin, sorry, what you got? You're really good at the sax. I'm like, nope,
Nope,
it's all
just
here.
use your voice.
That's what you'll get. All right, folks. So that'll be the week that we're missing. So, Craft, 1996. It's a fun year, right?
1996? Yeah.
Independence Day came out that year.
Oh, really?
What do you know about that shit?
I've seen it once. There's that
Jeff
hilarious
Goldblum.
scene with
Where he punches the guy to
Yep,
Welcome to Earth?
Yeah.
And Will Smith. It's a classic.
How did you
96.
know?
Of course, it's everyone fucking. That's the only thing
That's
people
like
know
the
for that
scene
movie.
that
Yeah.
everybody remembers.
And then, of course, it's Bill Pullman. Rest in peace. I'm just kidding. It's Paxton that's died. But I like to mess with her and be like, oh, yeah, Pullman. Yeah, Pullman. He was in Twister.
I can never fucking remember which one is which. I still don't know.
I know you don't.
One of them's dead, right? They're both dead.
Paxton.
They're
No,
both
Bill
dead.
Paxton is dead, but I like to joke with her.
They're both dead.
I shouldn't
They're
be
both
laughing.
the
I should be
same.
smiling and saying Bill Paxton's dead because that was a fucking tragedy. I'm like, Bill Paxton dead, but he is dead. And rest in peace. So, anyways, yeah, he was in. Wait, crap. Now I was thinking Paxton was in fucking Independence Day.
Yeah,
Now you got
you
me
don't
mixed
know.
up.
You don't even know.
I know it's Pullman. Fuck off.
All right.
Anyways, 1996, fun year for film. Let me hit you with this tagline.
Please do.
There's only one tagline.
Thank God.
God damn it. I'm bummed. I like when there's like too many almost. Like, ooh,
Like
what am I going to
too
choose
many?
from?
Ah,
Here's
okay.
the tagline. Welcome to the witching hour.
Okay.
What is the witching hour?
I know it as a parent, which is like the evening hours when your child is
A bitch? Or I mean a witch, I should say. Sorry.
when your
Don't cut
child
that.
is a bitch.
Don't keep it in and double it. Okay, please.
I'm not gonna cut that.
Please,
I want
thank God.
everyone in the world to know that you called our child a
Look,
bitch.
okay, all right. Everyone's a bitch from time to time. All right, it happens.
It's true.
You know what's fucking pissed me off about this update that you did with my computer?
What?
The fucking swipe thing is backwards. Can you believe that shit? I don't know what it is about new Macs, but that
Oh,
shit's backwards and
like,
it freaks me the fuck out.
you
Yeah, how
go
yours
up.
is. Yes.
I like that.
Can I fix it? We'll
Yeah.
talk tech after.
Yeah, maybe
Tech
don't
Talk
do this on
2021.
the
I think it's hilarious.
podcast.
Look, people got to know how I'm feeling, right? Isn't that why they tuned in
Yes,
to be like,
you're
what
right.
do you think
They
at every
wanted to
single time?
hear about your complaints about your update on your computer.
Fuck up. All right, now why don't you do the blurb for us, please?
Okay.
And don't you dare edit that, okay? I think people are gonna want to
I'm
know
not
about the
going to
Mac
edit
shit.
the thing.
See, I'm paranoid. I'm in my head now because I'm like, this bitch is
Because
gonna
I
fucking-
edit out stuff that doesn't land and isn't
No,
funny.
it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't land. I have hilarious
Yes,
material, and
it
she's
is
like,
that.
"What if it like offends like one person?" I'm like,
No.
"Jesus Christ, what are we doing here?"
I'm like, it's not funny enough to
But what the fuck do
justify
you know about
making
funny?
people.
You think you're funny, and you're not even that funny. Oh, ooh, that was a little too harsh. I'm sorry.
I
was
mean,
just kidding.
you just have bad taste. I know
Whoa,
I'm funny. It's a
whoa.
fact. So if you don't think that,
I actually do think you're funny.
Right.
I was just trying to come for you,
I know.
and it didn't work. Anyways, hit us
ready
with
for
that.
the blurb?
I'm so ready. I
Was
bored.
it this one? Hold on.
Oh boy.
Yep. Okay. Again, the blurb that I read is from the back of the VHS cover.
It's nice having a VHS.
Yes,
I'm surprised you don't have any of these on VHS.
I want all 3 of these really bad.
We'll get there.
Okay. Sarah has always been... Let me take that again and
Please,
not
from the
and
top.
not have my voice crack like a 12-year-old boy. Yeah.
There you go. Had to hit her with that metal water, Just be hitting different, It's good stuff. Now, why don't you try again?
Hold on, I want to actually talk about this water bottle really quick. So this water bottle is activated by this button. That's what opens the mouth piece thing. I've now forgotten how to drink out of a cup, though, because the only things I drink are this. Whoops. Sorry, everyone.
Jesus Christ.
This, my coffee in the morning, which I use a straw, and like LaCroix.
Yeah, you don't actually. Yeah,
I'm never drinking out of a cup. So then today,
spill all over yourself.
I was
Really?
like trying to drink out of a regular cup,
And
and
you're
there's water just like, and then I was like patting my face dry in front of your mom, like, and she was like, "Is there something wrong with your face?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a drinking problem."
What?
Okay,
so
thanks.
you can go off on tangents like that, but you give me a fucking hard time when I talk about my fucking MacBook.
Yeah, that's because what I say is cool and what you say.
What the fuck? I feel like, all right, you're right. You know what? I'm not gonna argue it. Have you finished a fucking blurb?
No, my voice cracked. Remember?
Oh, right, of course.
Sarah has always been different. So as the new girl at St. Benedict's Academy, she immediately falls in with the high school outsiders. But these girls won't settle for being powerless misfits. They have discovered the craft, and they are going to use it. They said it. Critics are spellbound, calling the craft slick, shrewd, touching, funny, and most appropriately downright mean.
Ooh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Sarah's a bit of an outcast now. One thing that we couldn't stop looking at, like, this movie's great,
God.
but for whatever reason, like, it's very obvious that Sarah's wearing a wig.
It's
right?
a really bad wig. Like,
name's
hey,
Robin
I'm all about
Tunney.
like, what is it?
Robin Tunney is her name. I think.
The actress. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know. I think I read that it was something like she had short hair.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. I actually found
Tell me.
So she wore an auburn wig throughout because she had shaved her head for her role in Empire Records, which you've yet to fucking see.
Yes, right.
Which had wrapped up a month before production. So she has no hair, and that's kind of what you were thinking of, maybe short hair, but she literally is buzzed.
Yes.
It's just buzzed. But it's bad. I don't know what it is. It just gets so high, like it makes her forehead look like mine.
Yeah, it's just not a good wig. I mean, I don't know if it's like the times, but there were better wigs even in the 90s, but yeah, it just wasn't a good one.
Maybe it's I don't know. Whatever it was, it looked. It basically gave her like my forehead, which is like as expansive as the Sahara Desert. All right, that's basically how it looked. And she's cute as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Like she might be the cutest one out of all of them, but that fucking wig was not.
It's very distracting. That's
was
the
not that
problem.
shit. No.
It's distracting. It's like one thing. Like I like wigs in movies if it's a good wig. Like Daenerys from Game of Thrones, her wig is like wig. Fucking.
Yeah, they
like,
got fucking millions
iconic.
of dollars
Yeah.
just for wig. Their wig budget is on fleek.
Wig budget. Yeah, they didn't put much in the wig budget for this one.
Well, I mean, Jesus, we'll talk about the fucking box office returns. Let's just say it wasn't financially
Oh,
viable.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. I feel like none of these movies could.
Oh boy. Yeah, you'll see about that. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
Another thing is that Sarah has the worst vocal fry.
Oh my god.
She's like, there's one scene where she's like
that.
Sometimes I just want it to rain and then my house just gets flooded. If you don't know what vocal fry is, it's that. It's when you talk like that. It's like some grudge shit. And it's very popular in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. Sort of like a valley girl.
Yeah.
Wait, where does this fucking take place? Is this in California?
LA. You said this. It's so funny that you'd say that because
I forget
at
shit.
the very beginning, I'm like, oh, this is in LA. And then they say it like
it's
10
so weird
minutes
being
in.
LA or some shit like
yeah.
that.
And then,
like,
then Corey's like later, he's like, where is this? And I'm like, LA. He's like, no, it's not.
It doesn't give me LA vibes. I'm sorry, it really doesn't.
Right.
I'm pretty sure did they actually film in LA?
Probably. That's where most things are filmed.
Stop that shit. That's not true.
Oh,
that
okay.
used to be the case. It's not the case anymore. There's so many other better places to film.
You're telling me a majority percentage of things are not filmed in LA.
Correct.
Really?
They don't
More
give
than
the same
50% of movies made are not filmed in LA.
Correct. You know where a lot of them are? Vancouver. Vancouver, I swear to Christ, is a huge place for it.
I don't know if but think about all the shitty movies that get made every year.
Yeah, but LA doesn't give the same
Steven
tax.
Seagal is 100% of the time filming in LA.
No.
You don't think so?
You keep throwing him out like you're a fucking expert, and you're just not. You're just not. I'm sorry.
I wish I had really good hair like him.
Filming location. Oh shit, this wasn't California, but that doesn't mean it was LA. Wait, there are more filming locations. Calm your fucking tits.
I know. I've
Los
gone
Angeles
to
shit.
some of them.
Malibu, Los Angeles.
Yeah,
fuck. All right,
it's
all
on the
right, all right.
coast. Yeah.
Oh, this is
The
all
cove
right, it's all California.
that they like walk through whenever they're going to
the beach and shit.
evoke the spirit or whatever.
What's his name? Manon or some
Manon.
shit? Manon. That is not what the fuck
That's what
it
she
is.
said. Manon. That's how they say it.
No, they don't say it all French and shit.
Yes, they do.
Fuck your French.
They're like Manon is anything. Everything.
Manon, I think is it.
They do not
it's
say
I've got
man
a man
on.
on the
They're
fucking
like
moon.
man on, you know.
Man. Are you making fun of the Southern people? You better cut that.
I am
if you're gonna
making
cut
it-
out my
oh,
shit
no.
about fucking San Fran, you better fucking cut out the fucking man on.
No, I will make fun of people if they talk like this.
Jesus, they're
And
very
say
nice.
Man on.
Wouldn't that be nice though? Like a Southern witch, like be like, you know what? I'm about to, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. You clearly have not seen Scooby-Doo Escapes Zombie Island.
I heard that
because
one's a bop. I used
Those
to
are
like the
witches,
alien one.
and they are like Creole.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's like I do declare that I'm a cool witch when I've got the sort
I
of.
love
the-
that shit.
the
Also,
Southern,
that
like,
movie has really good music that I still like.
molasses. You're always good at understand. Like I don't know. Whenever we're watching, you're like, "Oh, that music's cool," or like, "I know this music." I'm like, "What the fuck is it? This is fucking
Yeah,
weird
well,
ass."
most
early
movies don't
2000s.
just only have the
Don't
Beatles.
you fucking say it. Don't you fucking say it. They covered a Beatles song in this shit. The very
They
first
did,
song. What
the very
fuck was
first
it?
song.
What was it?
I didn't know it from the Beatles.
I know, but what's the song?
I don't know
Sing
the
it.
song.
God damn it, Ronnie. What are you good for if not to
Nothing.
know that? Well, all right. This is getting sad. I mean, like you're clearly good for something for making this podcast. Oh, babe. No.
Oh,
Nothing?
babe.
And, wow, that sounded very ingenuine. I don't know what the fuck's the Beatles song. You should also don't cover the Beatles. They did it perfectly. What the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna improve on the Beatles? Like, wow, you know what? The original was a little so, but this shit, like, no, fuck you. All right, you might as get out of your goddamn lane. You don't know shit about shit. Don't ever touch. Just don't touch them.
You know what my favorite thing about the
fucking
Beatles
perfect.
is, right?
Don't say it. I know you're gonna say it.
When
and
the song ends and they shut the fuck up.
the song is Tomorrow Never Knows.
That's
Turn
it.
off your mind, relax, and float downstream.
Oh yeah.
That's how they sing it. I'm not trying to do
Which
a Beatles thing.
I like
It
it.
is not. I'm like, Jesus.
I
Christ.
love
Like,
it.
All right, calm
that
down.
version's so much better. I like it better than the Beatles. Don't do your train noise. People don't want to hear that.
I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of comments.
No one
From
commented.
thousands of people, okay? that is the best
I'm
part
the
of this podcast.
sexiest one in the family.
If you don't know that, you better check that shit out.
Wild and Wonderful Whites of West
just
Virginia.
Don't do it, folks. All right. That song's iconic, and don't cover it.
Yeah, I was also
Better.
wanting to talk about her vocal fry, and then also there's a scene where she's like, they're like all calling the corners, which is when they're like invoking spirit and like trying to talk to like it's not Satan. They're very specific about it not being Satan.
It's kind of it was a little bit.
It was
Satan.
a little Satan-y. I mean, I'm pretty sure in Nancy's room she had like Satan pictures and shit. So, anyways,
What
there's
the
a point
fuck?
where she
Oh,
was
Nancy.
like,
I thought you said Sarah. I was like, Sarah's a sweetheart. No,
no,
Nancy's.
no, Nancy.
Nancy loves her some devil.
yep. I mean, look
a
at her
big devil
life. I
fan.
would also. I know her
sad
life sucked. Anyways, so Sarah is doing this thing where they're like, "Hail to the guardians of the Watchtower of the North" or whatever, and they all
What's up
do
with the
it.
Watchtower?
And then she's like, "Hail to the guardians of the Watchtowers of the North."
talking about
That's
how Sarah-
exactly how
Hail-
she sounds.
Oh, and she even had her hand like
yeah,
everyone
she
else
goes
was
like
doing,
this.
normal.
She goes like this. I wish you could see, but she has her
Hail to
hands like this.
the- Fucking
So
weird,
stupid.
man. It was some interesting decisions. Now you've
Yes.
said time and time again that Faruka Salt.
Veruza.
I can never
Salt.
say her name. What is this salt shit? Isn't that the
Veruca
bitch
Salt
from
is the
fucking
bitch from
Willy
Charlie and
Wonka?
the Chocolate Factory. Yes.
Or Willy Wonka?
right.
I guess it was originally Charlie.
Also, Veruca Salt is
A band.
A band.
Which is dumb as hell. It's like, oh, mice and men. Like, yeah, we get it. You're getting it from fucking popular shit. Like, fuck you. All right?
You're just
Find a
mad
better
that you
band.
don't like newer music than the 1960s.
What? You know this to not be the case. I like certain songs
All right.
from 1995. That's as late as I go, folks. That's for goddamn sure. What? Oh, damn it! I missed. Opus was here. I was gonna get him.
Oh,
but
you're
he's
gonna
not
show
here
him
now.
off?
What the fuck were you just saying though about something?
Sarah being dumb.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My god.
Also, whenever Bonnie.
Are we talking about Faruka Balt? That's what it was.
Oh, you were talking about.
Wait, say it right. God damn it! All right, Faruka. Am I say it right?
Feruza.
Faruza
Bulk.
Salt.
Gotcha.
Faruka. Did I say it right that time?
No.
Faruza.
Yes.
Bulk.
That's right.
She was a child actress. I didn't know this shit. She was in this wild movie, which I've yet to see, but I'd love to see it. It's in Return to Oz, which is a sequel to The Wizard of Oz.
I've heard of this.
Shit is fucking trippy as fuck. Can't wait to see it. We'll watch it at some point, and we'll probably do it for like a pod. And she was a kid in it. I didn't realize that. Now, obviously, we know her from, well, American History X, which Ronnie won't see because apparently, like, a curb stomping scene is, like, upsetting or something. And then she was also in...
Almost Famous.
Holy fuck, she was.
Yeah. I don't know if that was what you were going to say.
I was going to say Waterboy.
Oh, yeah,
you remember her
that's
in
right.
that?
Yep, I do.
Mama said...
That, although that wasn't one of the Adam Sandler comedies that I watched
that hit as well.
much.
It wasn't the one that hit for you.
I watched like Big Daddy, I think a million fucking times.
Big Daddy's good. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison. Yeah,
I never really cared about Billy Madison
okay,
either.
but I don't think that one hit as well. I watched it a lot, but it was never like, I don't know. We were just thinking about it. I was like, Adam Sandler, like, I don't know, like he actually has been bopping for a long time. Like that
dude,
motherfucker
relevant
had
for a long time.
I know.
Remember his song I'm a Big Fucking Dick, the Steve Polychronopoulos.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I fucking love that song.
I know you talk about it way too often. You're like, hey,
I'm
remember
sorry.
Steve Polychronopoulos? I'm like, yeah, we get it. It's fucking Steve Polychronopoulos.
Fuck you.
I'm only kidding, babe.
All right.
Now,
go ahead.
Oh, please go ahead. No, you.
No, you.
So, babe, do tell who was a leading male actor from the 1990s who looked like he was perpetually on heroin?
I'm sorry. Skeet Ulrich?
Do you mean Skeet?
Yeah,
Ulrich?
short
like,
for Skeet
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Yeah. What a fucking name. Is that a short for something?
I guess. Well, I mean, there's the name Skeeter.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it was in
That's
Doug. The show
but that
Doug,
was talking about
friend.
like a skeeter. Like
no, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. The Nickelodeon television show Doug was talking about a man skeeting.
Yes, he tended to skeet. He was a skeeter.
When did I mean, I bet that wasn't
a
just
thing forever.
I mean that it refers to cum. And so
Skeet. It's a dumb name regardless. Even if it doesn't mean cum. If your name's Skeet, get the fuck away from me. What are you? Who are you? You sound like a goddamn cartoon character. Hey, I'm Skeet. I'm like, Skeet? Rhymes with street and meat and seat?
Why are you doing this?
I was just thinking of other things that rhymed with Skeet.
Okay. Great.
Anyways, awful stuff. He looks like he's just about to OD pretty
Always.
much at all times.
And also he's just the worst in this. Everything about him.
Do you think he's hot in like other shit ever?
I've only seen him in like hot in Scream.
But he was a psycho in that.
He was.
He's kind of a dick in this.
Yeah,
he plays asshole-ish.
Always.
Has he ever played a nice guy?
I don't know. You know what else he was an asshole in? As Good as It Gets. He's the one who fucking beats up.
Is that true? I don't believe you.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and veto that.
I'm so fucking mad that you would say
I'm gonna veto it. What do you know about them? All right, I'm looking it up.
I'm gonna stare into the camera.
No, it was
while you look it up.
No,
nope.
all right, maybe it was Skeet.
It was Skeet Ulrich.
I'm just gonna look up as
I'll be
good
here.
As it gets. Look, talk about something else. Don't just be staring there. Okay, I'm gonna fucking find it. It's gonna be great. Don't fucking do that to me. So Skeet obviously plays a major role in this, as he did in a lot of 1990s and early 2000s roles.
Yeah, early 2000s roles such as As Good as It Gets.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. We'll fucking
it really is.
Oh shit, he was.
Why
It
don't
was
you go
Vincent.
practice falling down? I'll be there in a minute.
Well, I got beat again, folks. I think what is our 2000 to 0 right now?
Do you think I'm gonna back an idea on the podcast that I'm not 100% sure about?
Yes, because you can edit shit out. Like when you fuck up or you make a joke that doesn't land, you're like, I'm just gonna power of editing.
Yeah,
it never happened.
I mean, if you knew how to edit, you could do it.
God damn it! All right, look, okay. What do I have? I have all the knowledge, all the hilarious.
You didn't know that Skeet Ulrich wasn't as good as it gets.
I mean, it sounded a
Where's
little weird.
all the knowledge?
I remember it being like a Hispanic type guy that no, wasn't there another guy that was like Hispanic?
There was another like skinhead looking dude. And
dang, Skeet got him good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't get.
Because remember, he was gonna draw him. He was like, I want to draw you.
You're the reason why cavemen drew on walls.
I know you hated that movie.
That movie's okay. I don't get all this shit. Like, who the fuck would want to get with Jackie?
Oh no,
don't do it.
Whatever.
Don't do it.
Okay, so back to the movie that we're actually covering.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry for taking us off fucking tab.
So you were talking about the music at the beginning. Of course, I fucking love the soundtrack to this movie. It's all alternative 90s rock, which is the best.
Is it?
I mean,
yeah, okay.
I know that you don't like it because you
I never
are just
had
happy.
Angst. We've talked about this. My teenage years was full of just bopping. I was whistling.
Nothing to be angry about. That's why you listen to the Beatles well into your 20s, and that was it.
Excuse me, I will listen to the Beatles till the day I collapse and die
All right.
at age 34. I'm thinking about this. It's going to be stress reduced or stress related.
Induced.
Fuck off. Whatever I said is great.
What happened to all the knowledge? Where's the knowledge, though?
This is what's going to kill me. You're the main cause. All right. When I fucking die of an aneurysm, I'll find a way to blame you for it because it's your fault that you did this to me.
Why else was Skeet Ulrich terrible in this? Oh, he's a rapist, but I guess he was under the love spell when he did that.
All right.
But I think the thing that mostly makes him gross is after he lies to everybody about fucking Sarah.
Right.
He's like
she's the worst lay.
Yeah, he like spread a rumor that she was the worst lay, and she like tries to talk to him, and he's like, "Please stop asking me to go out with you. It's pathetic." And I'm like, "Oh, I fucking hate you."
Yeah, you gotta get caught after that. That's.
And then what's his face from Road Trip is like the.
You mean the fucking weird ass? Yeah, he always plays the stoner. He plays stoner in Clueless as well, which was the year before this.
Oh yeah.
Remember? It was funny seeing him in Rat. Oh, here she goes again. It was funny seeing him in Rat Race because it was such a different role.
Yeah, he was like a clean cut guy.
Yeah, he was like kind of like
nice.
He was actually like the straight
normal
guy to fucking Amy Smart's character.
Yeah, right.
God, Amy Smart.
I know, she's so hot.
Woo wee, woo wee. Now, funny thing we noticed about these films.
Yeah.
Is that all of the young bitches? We'll say it, fucking bad bitches. All the bitches. They're definitely not fucking in high school, right?
Oh,
Now, obviously,
God.
this is a thing in Hollywood, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to go through and actually find out how old they were at the time of filming.
Good idea.
So I've got some good stuff here for you. Right?
Yep.
All right. So Sarah, Robin Tooney, is 24 years old.
Oh.
All right, that's pretty good, right?
That's not bad, but still old for high school.
Yeah. Nancy, Faruka Salt. I'm just kidding. Firuza Balk. Right here. 22. She was the youngest.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, right? Bonnie, Nev Campbell, looking like a goddamn snack, especially when she fixes her back. We'll talk about that in a sec. 23. And Rachel True, 30. Technically, she was 29.
Really?
She was the oldest one by far. And I guess I get not having younger actors playing high school, but at some point it gets a little ridiculous.
What is the problem? It's just that there are not very many good actors that are that age. It's harder, not as much of a draw because you need established already actors, and that takes time.
What I would assume is that there are a lot more restrictions on underage actors.
Oh,
like I remember when fucking Christopher, Mintz-Platz, I think is how you pronounce it.
Oh,
from
Superbad. Yeah,
he was 17. And they had to go through all this red tape and shit, especially during the sex scene. Like his parents had to be there, and it's like I think you can get away with a lot more when they're adults, you know.
Yeah,
so
and it's a rated R movie, right? Craft is rated R.
Yes,
so that's also
we talked about how this is a pretty like soft R. Though.
It is really tame.
Do you know why though they made it PG-13? All right.
You mean why they made it rated R?
I mean, yeah, why it was R instead of PG-13?
Why?
So they were trying to get PG-13 rating, but because of dealing with teenagers using witchcraft. That was the main fucking thing that really made it art. There were no titties. No titties were there. There weren't a ton of curse words at all.
Teenagers using witchcraft is our material.
Apparently.
Wow.
Fucking Hollywood's weird as shit, dude. Hollywood's
That's very
weird
interesting.
As fuck. And so, you know.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, okay, if you're showing witchcraft, that shit's like, you know,
I mean, to
shit.
be honest, when I watched this, I wanted to do witchcraft, so I guess I see why.
Yeah. So it was really funny. I was asking her, I'm like, I'm surprised you never did this shit. And she's like, well, Tiffany and I wanted to. Tell this.
Yeah,
this
we
shit.
were.
Really
we were
funny.
like really into this shit.
Well,
because
why
we
didn't
loved
you?
This
why didn't you do the four corners?
We don't have any friends. Well, I mean, like we had some friends, but not girlfriends. We don't.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tiffany and I are just we have girlfriends. It's just not.
They weren't ready
back in the
to
day,
join a coven.
We were like the only girls in our friend group. Yeah.
They weren't ready for that shit. Well, it's too bad. I would have loved to have seen you do witchcraft. It would have been fun. Which one would you have been if you could have? Is probably. Oh Jesus Christ! Here we go.
So sorry.
Would you have? Who are you most like in this quartet?
I guess Firuza Balk.
Ew.
Well,
I
she
guess
has
so.
the
Maybe with
crazy
the
upbringing,
yeah,
but
a little bit. She's a little nuts though. I feel like your nutsness is not the same.
Yeah, she's like power hungry, and I'm just here for a good time.
Exactly. It's a good time.
You know.
So one scene that I thought really stood out was the fucking towards the end when Sarah's like fighting Nancy, and they're all those goddamn snakes.
Oh,
they had
yeah.
over 3,000. And what's
shit
cool
was
is
cool.
that that's just not CGI. You could easily just like, fucking, snake.
No, they made that. It looks so
CGI.
good, too.
They actually just had 3,000 snakes, including pythons, boas, water snakes, garter snakes, rat snakes, and a 10-foot Amazon constrictor. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Just like put them all together. They're
Yeah.
like, it'll be fine.
Toss them together. None of these snakes don't eat other snakes.
How do you know that?
I'm pretty sure.
You say that with a lot of confidence for someone who's never Googled that, and I know it.
I feel like snakes eat snakes. I'm just going with it. I don't need to fucking Google shit.
Okay.
They were fine. They were relaxing together, having a good time. Fucking weird. Can you imagine being on set with 3,000 snakes?
No. And then there was like moments where there were actual cockroaches like climbing on their hands.
Apparently,
and
I
shit.
think what happened was that they used some type of like saran wrap over what's her tits' face,
Arms and
Faruka
stuff.
Salt, and yeah, so that.
But
they had,
still,
like,
even with
still pretty
saran
good.
wrap,
Yeah,
having
yeah,
those
still
crawling
there.
in your shirt and shit.
Still there.
No.
You're telling me you don't like that shit?
Although the worst part of that whole thing was the maggots in the toilet.
That whole scene is
I
pretty
fucking
rough.
hate maggots.
What's wrong with maggots? They're just small and
They're
cute,
disgusting.
And they wriggle.
Oh, stop.
They wriggle. Oh, she's about to throw up.
No,
Here we go,
it's
folks.
really gross.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. So they all of the craft ladies,
The craft ladies.
the craft gals, they go to Catholic school, and during the time of filming, it's actually interesting. Did you notice as like when they get like freer, like they wear less and less clothes? Did you
Yeah.
notice that? Because they start off much more like conservatively dressed. and shit.
Right.
I was just thinking, I was like, what the fuck? They are so out of dress code. This shit is absurd. Do you realize how strict Catholic schools are? And they're like titties are out and shit. And they're
Yeah,
fucking
they're like wearing t-shirts with graphics on
I
them.
know. I was
and
like, what the
stuff.
fuck is this shit?
I
What the
know.
fuck is this? This would
Stop
not
yelling
fly.
and being so
Do you have
high
any?
pitched.
I'm so sorry. Nuns would come down on them with the holy power of God himself. Okay, they would hit them with every ruler they could get their fucking hands on. This would never lie. They would be expelled.
Yes, for
They
their
don't fuck around in
their
Catholic
sexy
school. Okay.
get-ups.
I mean, you know, us as the audience, we're like choice. You know, that
Yeah.
shit's great. But
Cutest Catholic chicks I ever saw.
I mean, yeah, it's great. You know, the fucking skirts and shit. Forget about it. But like that shit would not fly. In fact, I assume that in actual Catholic schools, girls. Wow, I can't fucking speak. Catholic schools, girls are not allowed to have skirts like that. I bet that shit's to the fucking knee.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's usually like the sort of like
You have uniforms at your school.
and that shit's to the knee.
Yeah.
I check every morning. You have to check to be like, oh,
Okay, so I have a question then.
Yeah.
In this, there's a scene where like Sarah's nipples are
Titties
fully
are out.
visible through her shirt.
fully erect.
And what would you do if you had a student come in and like everything was totally fine, like they were up to code with their dress code, but that you could just totally see that their nipples were sticking out?
What the fuck can I say? I mean, what? It's not again. Like, what am I supposed to? I mean, I might talk to a female teacher and be like, "Can you deal
But
with
then
this
what
shit?"
would the females like? Excuse me, honey, your nipples are showing. Like,
Maybe I don't know what they would do.
imagine.
Maybe I
being
shouldn't
the
even
student.
say anything. I'm like,
Yeah. You
I
shouldn't
don't
be
know.
looking at their nipples, right? But
that
like,
shit's just right there. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like, what? You know, you can't fucking. It's like the fucking Seinfeld thing. You remember
no.
that shit? Like with the cleavage, it's just like, you know, you're looking at cleavage is just right there. You know, there's nothing to be done. I was staring ahead. The cleavage walked in. Like, you know what the fuck? I didn't go looking for it. That shit found me.
Oh my god.
So I have no idea what I would do. It's
what about
uncomfortable.
what about if it was a kid with a boner, like a long just day boner?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying like an extended boner, not like not like lengthwise. But I'm talking like for a long period of time.
I hope he flipped it up into his waistband.
But what if he doesn't have a dick that fits to his waistband?
Then he's got a micro dick and it wouldn't matter. No one would know if it was hard or not.
So you're telling me there's a point in which a dick is long enough that you can put it in your waistband when it's hard.
Yep.
But what if it's just below, and then but it's long enough to still
I'm
stick
gonna tell
out
him to
of
go to
your
the fucking bathroom and
pants?
deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What you're gonna go up to a little kid and be like, "Hey,
A little kid,
I see your dick is hard."
Jesus, why are we talking about like boners anyways? I don't know what the fuck I'd do. Hopefully it wouldn't be a pronounced. I mean,
Pronounced.
You know, yeah. Hopefully this.
Would you just compliment him and be like, "Man, nice
Jesus
dick,
Christ!
nice dick,
I'm
student."
trying to not get. You're gonna get me fired. All right, you're gonna get me fucking fired.
I know. I'm just kidding. You're not.
It's just
You would never do any of
hypotheticals,
that.
of course.
It's
Yes,
hypothetical.
Jesus
I know
Christ.
you would never do anything.
No, but
I'm just curious as to what teachers.
Yeah, what
would
the fuck would you
in
do?
that.
It is. It's a tough situation. All right, what the fuck do you do? There are always going to be curveballs you're throwing. As a
Right.
teacher,
I bet
you
that
know?
people just don't say anything. It's probably best to just not say anything about that shit.
Yeah, you don't want to
right?
fucking draw attention to that shit at all.
Especially imagine that poor student. I definitely, when I was in middle school, there was a girl who was
Oh no.
well endowed.
Oh boy.
Actually a creepy, like my first boyfriend in high school's dad said that about me when I was 14. That's gross, right?
Oh no.
He like said to his stepson who I was dating, like, "Wow, Ronnie is pretty well endowed for a 14-year-old." And I'm like, at the time I definitely
like that.
thought it was weird. Now looking back, I'm like,
Like,
what
oh,
a
boy.
fucking creep.
I do not
for
like
even
that.
saying that. So anyways, this girl in my middle school, definitely her nipples were always out, and it was just like, well, that's the nipple girl.
It's Miss Nip. All right, she's gonna get a couple nicknames. What the fuck can you do about that?
I know. I wonder what my nicknames were. Okay.
Ronnie Salami. No, that doesn't work. Does that work?
Ronnie Brasco. Donnie Stasco.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Ronnie Brasco.
So aside from our four bitches, who are all bad as can be, and Skeet, you've got Miss Ben Stiller herself.
Oh my God.
Christine Tyler
plays such a terrible
dude, such a racist. Oh my God, I was like, oh shit.
It was cool though that they had somebody who was blatantly racist instead of like it being sort of tiptoed around or like implied. She was just blatantly like, I don't like. What did she call her? A negroid?
Oh God,
which is
can you say that?
Yeah,
I
mean,
guess so,
it's just. But it's such a terrible,
it's a fucked up thing to say.
Name, like I don't know. It's like they made up an even more offensive terms, like as if we need any more.
I had never, that was certainly definitely problematic.
Especially because Rochelle was the nicest, like sweetest one besides Sarah, I guess. But Rochelle's like a good person.
Well, originally it was before Rachel True was like hired. They hadn't really had any like racial aspects to the characters, so they changed like the bullying to be specifically like racial.
Well, that's good.
I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
At least there's some awareness there that happens a lot.
Oh, boy, and does she get her comeuppance?
Oh my God,
Ronnie's freaked out by this. I hate
it. And I had dreams about it. I had a dream last night that I was balding and that all my hair was falling out.
I think I might be balding slightly. Ronnie's like, oh my God, it's thinning up there.
Is that what I sound like?
She's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And then
your hair's not falling out, babe. I think it's fine. I just have
a high forehead. That shit's like fucking high as fuck. And then it's like weird, like little. I don't think it's patchy. It's just the way it grows. Whatever. I'm just trying to, keep it together. I'm really trying here. If I had to shave, it'd be okay. I can grow a beard. Luckily, if you're gonna be bald, you gotta rock a beard.
Yeah,
shit's gotta be right. But she looks. Oh, it's looking all scaly and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that shit.
Oh God, and she's so sad. I'm like,
you got some other like physical deformities with Bonnie. She's got a burnt back.
Burnt back.
Old burnt back,
That's her nickname, Old Burnt Back.
Old burnt back, yeah.
Hers is like...
Shit's gross.
I mean, it's
real
sad,
gross.
But I don't feel like she has the saddest story. And then the thing, though, after she does the spell and it fixes her back and she's all she has self-confidence, which just means she's super horny now.
Oh my God. She immediately like titties out, like fucking...
Actually,
like,
that is what it means.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just means like trying to get it. Daily, nightly.
My bad. No, that's actually accurate.
Well, look, when your back doesn't look like chewed up bubblegum anymore, then you can fucking be as horny on main as you want.
Oh my God. I know she like grabs some guy's ass. She's like, don't be shy, honey. Some shit like that.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
I was like, all right, Bonnie, what the fuck?
That's gonna be
down.
Me.
Yeah, like. And what the
fuck? As soon as this pandemic is over.
When they're putting needles in her back and shit, they didn't give her any fucking anesthesia.
I know, we were like, this is the 90s. There was
fuck?
like local anesthetic in the 90s.
I know. Rude.
Maybe
hasn't the girlfriend been through enough? Her back looks like a fucking topographical map of Utah, okay? And Jesus Christ, I think that's enough for one day of pain.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Fuck that. It's a mess. Just don't do it.
This is not the first time that Christine Taylor has been bald on the big screen.
Tell me more.
I guess it was the small screen.
The fuck are you talking about?
She was in Friends. She was Ross's short-term girlfriend that Rachel convinces
to shave her head again. I remember that. She's got a nice head. She's got a nice... It was looking a little messed up in this.
I mean, she was looking pretty sad.
Yeah. Well, she deserved it. Don't be racist, kids. Don't do it. Because shit'll happen to you,
Yep.
And then fucking Faruka Balk.
Stop.
I was close that time, wasn't I? She kills her shitty abusive stepdad. I guess it's implied. I mean, it's not implied. Like she actually does, right? Like she stops his fucking heart. He already had like
staring at his heart,
and then it just pops.
He dies.
Just goes eat, and he goes down. Don't be abusive and don't be racist. That's really what this is about.
Right.
Just don't fuck up.
In fact, no one in this movie dies and didn't really deserve it.
Yeah, skeet. You know,
like
kind of a rape. Well, I don't know. He was under a spell, but I don't know.
He was already
also
a piece
a dick
of shit.
before that.
Yeah, he was probably a piece of shit before that, which is why. Okay, so what's up with that? Why would Sarah want to put a love spell on him? She just liked him. I think she said later.
She wanted that dick, you know.
And she was like later,
cute.
she's like, he was nice underneath after he was dead.
I don't think he was nice.
I don't think so.
No. And yeah, shouldn't have done it, man.
So basically, this movie is it's okay to kill people that deserve it. None of the like usually these tropes go where it's like, oh, you like payback, and then it goes too far. And like, you know how movies are like that, where it's like, oh, they're getting everything they wanted. The people who get what, but then it's like it goes too far, and somebody who doesn't deserve it gets
all these people. All these people.
But in this movie, it's like, no, everybody who deserves something gets something, and then at the end, even Nancy gets something, and then it's like everything was fine. There's no lessons learned.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right there. I mean, I guess Nancy ends up in the insane asylum, so that shit wasn't
for
good.
Like
what she did.
wanting power, right?
Yeah,
but
she went a little too far with it.
Like,
you know, they considered like a sequel that would follow like Nancy and shit. Like maybe I don't know. That's interesting, but I feel like
probably wouldn't have.
And I heard there's a what's the one? The Craft Legacy, right?
Yeah,
it just came out.
Remake, right?
What the fuck? You had heard some shit about this? Is it like supposed to be good or no?
It's supposed to be. Well, it's like modern times. First of all, it's like teenagers now.
It doesn't have a great Rotten Tomato score, but neither does the original, though. I think I don't know. I feel like
I think that I heard
that teenage thing. It's not.
This one was extremely pandering to like current.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to get
political landscape.
I'm a cool kid, you know.
Yeah, and so that, but I think aesthetically it looked cool.
Yeah,
and I've heard that
check
it was
out.
Stylistic. I don't know.
I might check it out.
Yeah, but I've never seen it, so I don't know. But yeah, this one actually. I think my opinion about The Craft has changed a little bit just from this trilogy.
Yeah.
Because these other two I love so much more.
Really?
And so I think The Craft is still good and it's still relevant. I'd still like to, it's still rewatchable for me, but as far as entertainment goes,
it's dropped down
definitely not as good as the other two.
No, I get that. I do. Yeah, what else you got? You got anything else, sir? For us,
I was just going to say, before we get into it, but we're not going to do Jawbreaker until the end. But anyways, I just have written down that Nancy is way more sympathetic than Courtney. Courtney from Jawbreaker, which we'll talk about,
Courtney's just
who's
a cunt.
an actual sociopath.
Yeah, sociopathic cunt.
Where Nancy is, there's a lot of the same tropes, you know, like there's each of these movies has like the 4 girls. That's like a thing for every movie.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all like high school politics.
Yeah, cliques are a big thing.
Yeah, and and there's a lot of tropes. Like Nancy is kind of the Courtney of this, but Nancy's much more sympathetic.
I guess you say Heather Chandler is the. Oh yeah, totally.
Right.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these are all 3 of these movies.
It's all about like power dynamic.
These were a good theme already, even before I found all these other similarities that I sort of hadn't considered. Like I had said that. In every single one of these movies, a high schooler dies.
True. Yeah, we got a couple
and some of it's centered around the death of high schoolers.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, yeah, the next 2 that we're going to talk about are.
Yep.
Anything else to add to this last one? Are we ready for some Rotten Tomato scores?
Yeah. Oh God, I know for a fact that they hate it.
They lambasted it.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I know that people don't like this movie, like the critics and shit.
Well, what do you think? How bad is it?
A 12?
Jesus. Give a little fucking. It's 55.
Oh wow, that's not as bad as I thought.
Pretty rotten, but not terribly. Audience 65. So the people are like kind of. Critic consensus said The Craft's campy magic often overrides the feminist message at its story's core, but its appealing cast and postmodern perspective still cast a sporadic spell. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Postmodern. That's sort of like they're trying to like. They're trying to subvert expectations.
Oh, no.
It's big brain
Twitter's
right there.
coming for you.
Big fucking brain. Now, this budget made me fucking laugh a lot. It's actually, this one isn't as bad. Budget, $15 million. Pretty fucking sizable. I think it's probably just the star power, maybe. Like,
or all of the animals.
The CGI or the terrible CGI?
Yeah, the terrible CGI and all the animal shit. And
animal shit?
Yeah, and like the locale. Like there's that house that's really nice.
You might be right.
And the high school
15
church
mil
place.
Is pretty sizable for 96. Like nowadays that'd be probably more like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
But so
makes sense.
US gross 24 million and worldwide gross 24 million. It didn't make any money anywhere besides United
It just
States.
broke even?
No, like it didn't. Literally,
Oh,
no
it
one
just
saw it.
in
I
any
guess
other
it only
countries.
yeah, I guess it only opened in the United States. Isn't that weird?
So interesting. Oh my god.
It fucking is. And so, rest in peace there. Dude, it totally passes the Bechdel, guys. We're finally into it.
Finally.
Pretty much it almost, what was the thing
It
you said?
doesn't pass the reverse Bechdel test.
It blows my mind. I don't
Like,
even know what you're
there's
saying.
no men in this movie that talk to other men about
Oh, you're
anything
fucking right.
other
Yeah.
than the women.
Them crazy bitches. No, they're not crazy. They're
I mean,
bad,
Some
though.
of them are.
A little bit. Yeah, a little
A few
bit.
of them.
All right. So, Marry, Fuck, Kill. Why don't you hit me with the first ones?
Why didn't you marry, fuck, kill, Veruca Salt?
So you're going to say that now?
Who is Nancy, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah and Rochelle.
Okay.
Sorry, Nev Campbell. I feel like she's just too much of a cop out.
Why? Because I'd want to fuck her immediately?
Right. She's like the hottest.
I don't know if she's the hottest. I
No?
think Sarah's the hottest.
You think Sarah's the hottest?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go fuck Sarah,
Okay.
kill Nancy, marry
Good call.
Rochelle.
Good call.
Yeah, I know. She seems like the sweetest one. And she doesn't
Yep.
have a lot of baggage. Like Sarah's like, oh, my mom's dead.
Stop. Lots of people's moms are dead.
I know, but like it's just a bummer, you know?
Stop.
Please don't cut
Jesus
this.
Christ.
This is funny. It's okay. People can laugh, all right? People can
At
laugh
their
at
dead
this.
moms?
Yeah, what the fuck? If I can't like make fun of people with dead parents, what the fuck can I make fun of?
All right, guys. I
Don't
won't
do
cut
it.
this. But,
Yeah, don't do it.
but just know that I would have. I want to.
Look, all right, it's all in good fun. All right, we make fun of all
We
comers.
truly do make fun of so many things.
Yeah, it'll
so
be fine.
Please
It'll be great.
just take everything. We're also really dumb. Like, just know that.
What the
We're
fuck?
stupid.
We're smart as hell.
No, we're
Our
not.
IQs together make at least 400. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
We're really stupid.
Shut up.
And we think we're smarter than we are. It's 100% true. So
Shut the fuck up.
don't listen to anything we say.
So next
Except the podcast.
movie,
Listen to that.
Jesus Christ. You're
Okay.
gonna, yeah, you're right.
Go ahead.
Heathers, 1989's Heathers, starring
Heathers.
a little bevy of biddies.
I had only known
Bitty
one person in this movie,
and that would be,
Winona Ryder,
I forgot her name for a second. Thank
who
you.
I would have
blanked.
casted as myself.
You mean Veronica?
Yes.
Hey, so what are you, a Heather?
No, I'm a Veronica.
Oh my God, that was great. Guys, that was totally not even planned. It was great. All right, so I got two taglines for you. You ready?
Yes.
The first one, best friends, social trends, and occasional murder.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
That's fun. And the next one is a killer comedy.
Amazing.
First one's much better.
Yeah.
I like it. It's totally about like social trends, best friends. It even rhymes. Friends, trends.
Yep.
It's good stuff. Why don't you hit us with that VHS
The blurb.
Again, 1989.
This cover, by the way, is so fucking cool. Maybe
them,
I
like,
should
holding each other?
post the covers.
It's an idea.
I'll post this cover on
I mean, don't we have
Instagram.
a cover coming with our delicious faces in
No,
there?
no, no.
it's a little
I
bit
mean
different.
the whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
the back and everything, because there's all the photos that are different.
It is cool. I like it.
So I'll post that. Anyways, Heathers. Life at Westerberg High is a rat race where getting ahead is more important than getting along. Life here is no game. It's a full-scale war for popularity. And like the
Period.
saying goes, all's fair in love and war. All's fair, that is, until students start dying. Westerberg's feminine elite quartet is the Heathers, composed of the powerful number 1 Heather Chandler, the green with envy number 2 Heather Duke, and the cowardly number 3 Heather
Damn.
McNamara.
Don't be rude.
Rounding out the foursome is Veronica Sawyer, who is so fed up with the Heathers and the entire peer pressure cooker that she starts running with JD, a motorcycle riding newcomer. But what begins as their noble effort to rid Westerberg of its bad apples ends up taking a real toll, and their teen rebellion produces a serious and mounting body count. Heathers, a comedy of bad manners and post-pubescent politics, puts an intriguing new spin on teen turmoil. Let me just tell you, there's a fucking typo
Really? What's
on
that?
the VHS.
Really?
Unless you spell intriguing with a Q.
Intriguing. Yeah.
That is
Are you sure
hilarious.
it's just not a G that just like not
No,
like yeeted on the side?
it's clearly a Q.
Jeez. Well, they fucked up. Intriguing.
Intriguing. Intriguing.
I like quing.
Intriguing.
It's like penguin.
So this was only 105 minutes long? Wow.
That's longer than the other two, I think.
Is it?
That's like an hour 40. Are you just dumb?
Yeah, I am dumb. I already said
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just reiterating for the folks at home.
It's true.
So I have some interesting. So obviously the cast. You've got Christian Slater as JD. doing a ridiculous fucking Jack Nicholson impression, by the way. He's like, all right, so I'm like Jack Nicholson.
Is
I
there
like the
anything
LA
I
Lakers.
hate like less, or wait, hate more than
An impression? Or a weird accent?
a weird
voice
in a film?
Yeah, it fucking takes you out of it.
It really is. It's so annoying. It's the same thing I hated about What's His Face in Source Code. Fucking
Jeffrey Wright.
The bad Emily Blunt Southern accent in
Bullshit.
Looper.
I still think that's
no,
bullshit.
that shit was terrible. The Nick Cage terrible fucking accent
Put the
in
bunny.
Con Air.
Shit's great.
I can't just let
Do
the
it
actors
Norwood.
sound how they sound so that it can sound like they're not acting.
I already forget
the
how
entire
Christian Slater
point
sounds.
of acting is to not like it's to sound like you're not acting. The moment you're doing a shitty voice, it's like, oh, that person's acting.
Whatever. You just can't get lost in a movie. She really can't.
Yeah, when they're doing a shitty job.
When was the last time you got lost in a fucking movie? Exactly. You're always like nitpicking
What does that
and shit.
mean?
That means you turn off your fucking brain and just enjoy the ride. That's why you don't like Marvel, because you're like,
Yeah.
That's how
because
you are.
that shit's boring as fuck.
Fuck you.
And like
You're boring as
neutered
fuck.
and like.
Yeah, but there's a mythos to it that makes it all the fun, and like the characters
Hey, look,
are great.
you
the
can
actors are
world
great.
build all you want. This is why there are comic books, but I'm not into the movies. They're boring.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, same with Lord of the Rings. She's like, I like Game of Thrones.
And then every time I have to explain that our last name is, they're like, sounds like a Lord of the Rings reference. I'm
You're
like,
like,
well, it
fucking
kind of
yeah.
is.
And
And
I
then
hate
they're
it.
like, oh, you love Lord of the Rings? And I'm like, yeah. Because I don't want to say I don't really know much about Lord of the Rings.
I've tried to get her to watch it for the longest time.
I have
takes
really
forever.
tried also. I fully understand that it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's the same thing with Marvel. Like, I get why people
I
like
think
it.
at least I think you'd like Lord of the Rings better than Marvel. I
Yeah,
think,
probably.
because
But then Lord of the
well,
Rings is so neutered too. It's like innocent.
What's wrong with innocence? Okay,
A lot of things.
Apparently,
It's
Jesus,
not
yeah,
entertaining.
her innocence, like, Jesus, she was watching Exorcist at 8, so yeah, she's like, hey, what is this pussy shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, when we get to Jawbreaker, I'll talk about how that shaped me as a
Oh my
human being
God,
because I
that
watched
one's
it from
fucking
such a young
brutal.
age.
So those were our two, and obviously you had Winona Ryder as Veronica. Would you like to know who was almost considered
Who?
for those roles? So for JD, Brad Pitt, which is interesting.
I
Now,
wish
this
it
is
was
around
him,
time.
honestly. I don't love Christian Slater.
No.
I don't love him very
He
much.
auditioned, but they rejected him because he was considered too nice. Now, this is around the same time as Thelma and Louise, which is his first role.
Right. God, he was
this is
so
like-
hot in that.
Which is interesting
oh my
because
God.
it could have been Christian Slater in that role and him in that and this.
Really?
Yeah. I would have preferred. Yeah, I think I would have. I don't know. Christian Slater's kind of weird, but I don't know why he's doing
that weird
sounds
voice.
Like this.
That's actually a really good
Jack
impression of
Nicholson.
how he
Yeah.
sounds in the movie, and
Well,
it's really dumb.
Yeah, it's like a shitty Jack Nicholson impression. That's what it is. Like, I'm not even trying.
I know.
Yeah, well, this is, yeah. I mean, what are you fucking going to do? He did it, and it is what it is. Now, the role of Veronica was intended for, I actually think this would have been pretty solid. Jennifer Connelly.
Fuck that.
What the fuck? Haven't you seen her act? She can act out.
Yeah. But I think
didn't say any
Winona
words
Ryder is amazing in this.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's the best part of this
Is
movie.
she? Yeah, she's
Who the
pretty
fuck
good.
else is the best? Like, clearly.
Everyone. Shannon, spelled with an E, Doherty. Okay.
She has like 6 lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is Veronica. You're right. Yeah, Veronica's great and super hot. Yeah, she's in her hot mode until she, like fucking stole all that shit. Look, I'm not into thieves, okay? There's nothing hot about thievery, kids, okay?
I have some news for you.
What's that?
You're a thief.
What are you saying?
And also, I got caught shoplifting when I was 14.
Yeah, that's not hot, okay?
Okay.
Nothing hot about that. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not.
Sorry to
No
sorry
one's
to say it.
asking you.
Sorry, folks. Thievery, not attractive
Okay.
to anyone.
Okay.
Just kidding. Winona Ryder's always been hot, and it's great. Good for her.
It is good for her.
Being hot
What's
is good.
going on down here?
Just playing a little footsie, huh?
Okay, can you move your
What's up,
foot
what's
so I
up?
can move my chair?
What's up? Oh, okay.
Thank
Jim Carrey, Judd Nelson, and Jason Bateman are also considered for JD. Jim Carrey was young at this time, but his energy's all wrong.
No.
Like, he could be psychotic a little bit, but I don't think he could be like
Cool.
like dangerous and cool. Exactly. Judd Nelson, sort of a weird one. Kind of get it.
That could be.
I mean, it's 89. It's not that long after Breakfast Club. That would work.
He definitely
And
has more
Bateman,
school shooter vibes, which
Jesus.
is kind of like
Actually,
what
yeah.
JD
It's kinda what you gotta
is.
work at.
I mean,
And then Jason Bateman, he's too square. He's always been a square.
Yeah.
Since a kid, he's been a square. But he plays a fun square. Don't get me fucking wrong. I
I
love
think
Jason
that
Bateman.
yeah, this was probably the best they could have done out of all those, besides possibly Brad Pitt. But they said he was too nice, so
Yeah. I think it worked out. It was great. Now, please go ahead.
So, one thing I love about all three of these movies is their ability to showcase fashion, which
Yes,
is
yeah,
not
what you're talking
something
about.
that we have had yet because
They're all male.
all the movies we've covered are all dude movies.
That's not entirely true. There have been girls,
like
Basic
which,
Instinct
but
and
what
shit.
ones are the demographic is
Oh,
women.
you're right. Now this is for
The point is
for
that-
women by
right.
women with women.
There's a difference between a movie that's made by a woman that is for either a mixed audience or male audience versus something that's made for women.
I don't even fucking know
Because-
who these directors are, but I bet they're all men. $10 says they're men. Yep.
Oh,
Andrew Fleming's is
of
the
course.
Craft. Michael Lehman did Heathers and
But what about the
Jawbreaker.
screenplays?
Darren Stein. Same fucking people did both.
Oh,
Daniel, these are all male written.
not Jawbreaker though, right?
Nope, Jawbreaker too. Sorry.
Oh God.
Darren Stein, it was a young man.
All right. Well, anyways, they definitely were appealing to women because the fashion.
He is gay though, in Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker.
So,
I know.
yeah,
And we had
he
talked
was
about how
gay.
that is very clearly
100%, yeah.
an influence on the
Yeah.
content, which I love so much. But anyways, yeah, we'll talk about Jawbreaker. But Heathers is the first, like, Craft kind of has the late 90s sort of grungy-ish looking
for sure.
stuff. And then Heathers is like 80s
Yeah, but you said
shoulder pads.
You said like it didn't work. Like a lot of time we watch 80s stuff and you're like, oh, that shit's back now.
Yes, there is sometimes.
Sometimes. I guess
Sometimes,
it's 90s. It's
but
90s that's kind of come around.
What
now, right?
most of the girls are wearing in Heathers is you got a lot of suit ensembles where it's like a jacket, a suit jacket, and
Right,
a
right.
skirt, matching skirt.
Power skirt. power
And
dress
lots of tights and flats with bows on them.
That's not working.
Lots
out.
of puffy hair
Yeah.
with the scrunchie.
Yeah.
And I think maybe some of that is back, but definitely not the shoulder pads, really. Although I don't fucking know because I'm not in fashion. It's just this is not the kind of thing I would wear.
No, I get it. It doesn't seem to have made its way around
No,
again.
nope. So this one, but it does. It is. I bet it was really cool fashion then. Like I bet all the girls were like, "Oh my god, they look so cute." Like, it's like how Mean Girls, all the way they dress is so early 2000s.
Oh my God, it
It's
is so
such a
stuck in time,
quintessential.
too. Yeah.
These movies always are. The 4-girl leading movies, which is such a trope, and they're gonna do it until the end of
kinda have to-
time.
Yeah, which
they
is
always
cool.
are
It's cool
about the
it's all
fashion, the high school politics, like.
Some fucking clicks, man.
Yeah, and then and the fashion's always like perfectly matches the time that it was made.
What were you in any cliques in high school, my love?
Yeah, it was called the Let's Play Magic the Gathering at lunch
So
table
fucking
clique.
nerds is what you're talking about. You fucking dorks ass, fucking dweeb
And I was the
ass.
only girl, and all
And
the
you were also
guys
hot,
wanted to
too.
fuck me.
Well, yeah,
and
'cause
of
you're the
course
only,
that's
like-
why I sat there.
You're like, hee hee. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting
Yep.
for you. I did not belong to a clique.
No, I'm sure
I
you
was
didn't.
I was the fucking person that could go anywhere. What's the word for that? Ambassador. There's the word.
Stop yelling.
Oh, fine. I was just an ambassador, and I was excited about that.
I know,
could go
very
anywhere,
excited.
and it was fun.
I know. You were just like all
I
skipping
was like,
through
hey
the halls.
guys. And they're
Everybody
like,
just loved you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I didn't
I
go
loved
to
high
school.
Yeah, I know. High school was fun. I had a blast. Now I'm not like one of those people who's like, God, I miss high school. No, I don't fucking miss it, but I had a good time.
I didn't.
I had a blast. And I had a
High
blast
school
in
is
college
bullshit.
too. I have a blast now. Life's cool. Life's fun. That's how I feel.
Do people ever accuse you of like being stuck in high school because you want to teach high school?
No. That's
Except
weird.
me.
I mean, yeah, Ronnie, yeah,
Just kidding.
she does that shit. No, I'm happy to be on the other side of the desk. Let's just say that shit. You know?
I'm sure.
But it's fun. I love that. I love teaching that age group. It's great. It's a good time.
Well, I'm glad you loved high school. I didn't, so I actually enjoy these movies more.
Because they're like angsty and shit.
Every single one of these movies is like, fuck high school.
I
Yeah.
was like, I don't understand.
Literally, Jawbreaker ends with, "This is high school detective cruise. What is a friend anyway?" Like,
Holy fuck, I forgot that line was in there.
yeah, this is, I know every word to Jawbreaker. So
Apparently.
if you forget any lines, I'm
Thank
here for
you.
you.
Yes.
Anyways, we're talking about Heathers, which
Yeah.
also is about fuck high school.
You're right.
In fact,
Literally almost
Christian
blew that shit
Slater
up.
wants
Yeah,
to
he's like
blow
literally
it up.
boom. Yeah. Holy
Which
fuck.
aged like milk also.
What, with like bombing schools and
Yes.
like shooting people?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. This is before Columbine and all that shit.
Yes.
So yeah, shit's wrong.
Yep.
Speaking of shit that's fucked up, you remember that scene with the cow tipping? You're like, is she being date raped? Fucking yes, she was.
I
In
know
fact-
they talk about it later. I realized that later in the
they
movie.
did? What the fuck?
Yes.
No.
Christian Slater calls him a rapist. He's like, "Oh, why? Because you killed a blank and a rapist?" Like he was talking about the two guys.
I thought he said someone who liked
Date rape.
like laughed about date rape or something.
no.
like
He
that.
said that somebody who enjoys date rape.
Oh, really? Fuck. Well,
Yeah.
that totally makes sense. That's one of Ryder's favorite like scene because it's so like fucked up and dark and shit. And I guess Winona Ryder is like it's something you don't notice at first.
Yeah,
I was like, that's fucked up.
She's just like standing in the foreground and in
totally
the
deserved to
background
die.
there was
Yep.
another movie full of
I
people
know.
who deserve to die.
Did Chandler? Yeah, Heather Chandler.
She was pretty bad. Yeah, she was pretty
she smashed right through that
manipulative
fucking
and,
shit.
I know.
Gotta take him out, you know.
Who was the last person to die? It was just the two guys.
I guess it was JD. Blew himself up.
Right.
Blew himself up. Now, there was an original ending. Do you know about this?
Oh.
Which Veronica kills JD by shooting him and then straps the bomb, a much larger, more complicated piece of equipment, to herself and blowing up as JD does in the final ending. What is placed in the final ending is JD's boiler room speech about imagine if I blew up the school, imagine I blew up all the schools, is contained in a suicide note found in Veronica's locker. Movie ends with an eerie prom sequence set in heaven, tying into JD's assertion that the only place everyone will truly get along is in heaven.
Right.
So she straps the bomb on it and it blows up the school. What do
Well,
you think?
Glad that they did the one that they did.
Yeah, they were people. The people that watched that shit, like the touchdowns, were like, nah, yeah.
Nah, yeah. That's
Let's go
not
with
a good ending.
it's got to be a little bit. It was a little too dark.
And then if you had done that, you wouldn't have the wonderful line of, "Geez, Veronica, you look like hell." Yeah, I just got back.
Shit's so good, dude. She like just fucking smoking, like her face is all bloody and like fucking ashy and
that
shit.
was
That
like
shit's great.
I think that was my Tumblr profile picture for many years because I'm Veronica and I'm very much
do
like
remember
her
that.
in this movie. Actually,
She's fun.
like there's
Probably shouldn't have done some killing, but you know.
yeah, no.
JD was a little manipulative, kind of got her a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he convinced her the second murders that they weren't going to be murders.
Oh, you know about that? The whole he said, yeah, these bullets, they're called.
Oh yeah,
Ich
is
lüge.
that real?
What it is? No, it's German for I lie or I'm lying. So that's why he specifically
Ich
asked her, I'm
lüge.
like, do you take German? She said no, French. And then he said, oh yeah, these are Ich lüge bullets.
And then later when she's like, "Oh, Ich Luger, I can't believe I remember." Like, I wonder
Does
if
she remember that?
Yeah,
Later?
in the car after they kill the guys.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "Ich Luger, like I should have known that." So I guess she
must have been like
recognized
a-
that
yeah, like a
was what
Common
that
Express or
means.
some
That's
shit.
interesting.
But he's definitely manipulative, not good. I enjoy when she would pretend to kill herself and then like he's like, "Oh God, I loved you. I mean, I was coming here to kill you, but
I know that whole scene was really good, actually.
this shit's just fun. It's very like
is
stylized. This and Jawbreaker, very much.
Yes,
so.
I
Have
think
a
those
similar
two have
sort of
the
a bop.
similar, and it's funny that you say that because in the summary for Jawbreaker, it says like the tagline is the best teen movie since Heathers. So
I know, I saw it.
there.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that Jawbreaker must be very influenced by this
It's
movie.
interesting. That's our second like trilogy that has one that's like Swim Fan is
Yeah,
obviously
it's
a
like
Fatal
an
Attraction.
homage to the other
Exactly.
one. Yeah, Jawbreaker is kind of an homage
With the
to
original
this
usually
in a
being
lot
much
of
better.
ways. Yeah.
I mean, the Heathers was actually not as critically derided as the other two.
I could
for
see
sure.
why, but I disagree that it's better. I think Jawbreaker is the best of the three movies, and I have a defense.
Oh,
I
ready
know
for
that
it.
that's not what people think, and that's fine, but I think it's the most entertaining.
I'm so ready for it. Now, I do have some tragic news. The young lady who played Heather Chandler, who obviously, drank the bleach and yeeted.
Yeah.
She died at age 32
For
of a
what?
brain tumor.
Oh no.
Mhm. And
That's
it's
sad.
interesting because her character asked, what, did you have a brain tumor for breakfast?
Wow.
Tragic stuff. But she was only 32 when
Wow.
she died of a brain tumor. And
That's
sad.
very sad, dude.
Yeah, it is sad.
On a
What a bummer.
not sad note, I love when Veronica's writing in her diary.
Oh my God.
She says, "Dear diary, I want to kill."
What about her handwriting?
I know
That shit takes
she
up half the
takes up
page.
like this much of each, and I'm like, she's only writing like a
Writing
sentence
really
per
fast,
page.
though. I'm like, that's as quickly as she can get it out.
And then they always have these really funny little like phrases, like "What's your damage, Heather?" Like they keep saying that.
Or fuck me gently with a
Chainsaw.
chainsaw. What a great line.
and
I stood up
weirdly-
and I applauded. So that's
Fuck
great.
me gently with a chainsaw.
I'm like, bravo.
No,
That's well done.
It's not well done. It's,
It is?
it's
What?
clunky. That's clunky.
Clunky.
As fuck.
That's
yes.
hilarious. You don't want to say that?
I guess it
Fuck
was
me
an
gently with a
80s thing,
chainsaw.
but
Gag me with a spoon.
there was
Same
a
shit.
lot of clunky sort of like insertion of phrases, I think. Like when they kept saying "goddamn" and it didn't sound
You said,
natural at all.
God damn. Maybe it was like weirdly
give me
added
the
in post or
goddamn
something.
gun, but it didn't sound.
Maybe they were like shaking, their knees were clacking because they were like Christian and they were like,
Maybe.
oh no, don't say
I don't
that.
know.
Say,
It
God
just-
damn, oh, it's too scary.
it
Oh,
didn't
what's
sound
going to
it.
happen? Our
Although-
Lord Creator.
I think this movie is just dripping with sarcasm. Every single line is just kind of
well,
sarcastic.
it's like it is like cloaked in irony, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
is.
totally
It
get
is,
that. That's
for
like
sure.
it's a style similar to Jawbreaker.
I know.
Oh shit! Now this one it's interesting for their ages, a little different than both of the others because you have some people that are actually pretty fucking close to their age. Veronica Winona Ryder, 18 years old.
Amazing.
As was Heather Duke, Shannon, if you will, Doherty, 18, right? And then you got
That's awesome.
Then you got McNamara, who lied. Remember how we said she looked so fucking old? She said she was 18. Man, that bitch was 23. God damn it. God damn it. Who would have put, like, obviously she looks like their mother. I'm sorry, that's rude.
No,
But
she
does
did look older than
she
them,
looks
for
older.
sure.
She was 23, and then Heather Chandler was 21. So that was like a much younger ones than the fucking 30-year-old Rochelle and shit. You know?
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
It was interesting to see, but I think I'm right about it being if you have underage actors, you can't get
It's
away with this shit.
difficult,
You just
yeah.
can't, especially in like a rated R movie like this. You just can't get away with a lot of this.
Another thing about this movie being really sarcastic, it's also like the irony thing is like nobody gives a shit about anything. Like
They really don't.
like no one asks any questions. They're just like, "Oh, I thought you killed yourself last night."
Oh my god, and like no one's even affected really by
No
anything.
one's
Like,
affected by
They
anything.
kill Chandler and it's like no big deal.
It's
And,
so
like, I
funny.
know,
Oh my
it's
God.
really really silly though.
Also, what's with in the 80s teeth whitening wasn't big, was it?
There were some yellowish teeth.
Every 80s movie I've ever seen,
I guess it just wasn't a thing.
I don't think it was like popular because nowadays you would fucking
Everyone.
notice if somebody
course.
had even not pearly whites because now it's like a staple of having extremely white teeth
Yeah.
in movies.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but yeah, everyone's looking rough. I mean, geez, Tom Cruise back in the '80s, he was looking rough. He eventually got him
Yes.
like a lot of like actors that like have perfect teeth now. Back then they didn't.
I know.
I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, that's a good point though.
Yeah, I
The
just
fuck's
noticed.
up with that, folks?
Also,
what the fuck's up with that?
Otho from Beetlejuice.
Yep.
In with Winona Ryder
Oh my
again.
God, together again.
I
Wait, which came
know.
first, this or Beetlejuice?
This Beetlejuice was 90 something.
Bullshit.
Totally.
Bullshit.
Look it up.
I'm going 88.
Oh, you
I
think
think it's the
so?
year before.
You think
I
so?
Swear,
Okay, you could
I'm
be right. You could
Almost
be right.
positive. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, then you can lambast me.
I don't.
That'd be great.
I'm
Isn't that a
not.
fun word?
I'm not dying on this hill because I really don't know.
Oh, here it comes. 88,
88.
folks.
So that
That's the
came
second
first,
time I
and
got
then
you.
this came after. So they just did Winona Ryder and that Otho guy.
They're like, you guys are just
Yeah, you guys
together.
are
That's great.
rocking it. Be in this one.
Yeah, you guys are weird as fuck. Be in this one as well. Yeah, when we were originally watching Beetlejuice, she's like, well, the animated series came first. And I said, no, it didn't. And she said, yes, it did. And guess what? I won. So that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Twice I got her on Beetlejuice facts.
That's
what
right.
the hell?
Yeah, because this.
why they
I
pay
think
me the
it's
big
just that I
fucking bucks.
imagined that Beetlejuice was in the 90s for some reason.
I get it. It's pretty 90s-esque.
Yep.
Close to it. God, Alec Baldwin in that. But that's it for another day.
Yep.
Cutie for sure. Cutie for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what the fuck is a swatch? You remember there was something with a swatch?
Oh, yeah. I never looked it up. Did you?
Oh my god, I didn't either. Oh, what's a swatch?
They kept saying like Veronica's writing in her diary or something about like scrunchies and swatches, and then somebody hands somebody a watch that's like colorful.
Okay, so it's a Swiss subsidiary. What the fuck is this shit? It's just a type of watch.
Okay.
It's a second watch. It's a watch that were intended as casual disposable accessories.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's like it's not like a nice fancy one. It's a little bit like more like cash, you know?
Okay. Well, that they love this in this movie. I don't know anything about 80s accessories, okay?
It's because that all shit sucked. Wait, what about leg warmers? That's
Coming back a bit.
is it?
Yeah, like Shakira wears them in the
Yeah, but
The
that was
Girl Like
specifically because
Me.
she's trying to be 80s.
Oh, true.
I feel like that's weird because it's like socks but not, you know?
Socks
That's kinda
but
what it is. Like,
not.
hey, gotta get my shins covered, but I don't feel like wearing
I feel
high
like
socks.
boots just took the place of leg warmers. Now it's just like you have the boot that has like the leg warmer built in kind of.
I get that. Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure. Let's see. Anything else to talk about?
What's with in every movie, especially in the late 80s, early 90s, with the rich guy on a treadmill? That's just like the
I
rich
assume it's
guy look.
because that shit's expensive. You want to own a treadmill in your home?
Right,
That shit's
right.
fucking. You know, if you ain't got money, you ain't getting it. All right, you go to a fucking gym like the rest of the plebes. All right,
I see.
folks.
Nowadays, it's more expensive to go to the gym. Think about how much you
Bullshit.
pay in a year
Bullshit.
versus how much a treadmill is.
Bullshit. That shit's like thousands of dollars. That shit's not cheap.
No way. You
Yes.
can get one on Facebook Marketplace for less than that.
Yeah, you're trying to get a used something that people have sweated on,
Yeah.
swoted on,
I am.
sweat.
No, I'm really
sweet
not.
on. I don't know.
I'm just gonna run outside, but still, like,
Yeah,
I guess it is
You don't
a
have-
rich person thing. I think my mom had a treadmill at some point. We were never rich, so I don't know.
That stint in Vegas where you guys were pulling in the cheddar.
I guess.
I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? The scene, the funeral scene with the two jocks, where his father's like, "I love my dead gay son."
I love my dead gay son. That shit was
Holy
so good.
shit.
Oh
They're
my
in
god.
their fucking like football uniforms, and that shit just had me rolling. So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I love that whole thing. The fact that they set up those guys to like have a gay suicide death pact.
Yeah, with the mineral water. That was the clincher. They're like, mineral water. What do you say? This is Ohio. If you don't have a beer in your hand, you might as well be wearing a dress or some shit like that, right?
Oh my
Isn't that what he
god. The
said?
homophobia was real, but
Yeah.
I like
Still a very funny scene.
it was my dad. I also love that the dad was supportive. I love my dead gay son.
I
Like,
know. It's like I wish you would have known that. Well, actually, wait, he's not even gay. Never mind.
yeah,
That was
right.
just-
That's the sad
But
part.
keep that same energy. You know.
Yes, exactly.
Keep that same energy
just
going,
in case
old
he
man.
is.
Or anyone. Just remember that.
Yep.
Now, what the tits are Veronica's favorite meal is spaghetti with a lot of oregano.
Lots of oregano.
It's weird as fuck. I don't like that. What's your favorite meal, babe? Like if you had like a favorite meal.
Paneer tikka masala, medium spicy.
Jesus Christ, you were ready for it. But all right, like let's say someone wants to like cook your favorite meal. You're not gonna make them make that shit. Do you really like?
I'm
you
gonna be
realize
like, get takeout, bitch.
no, like someone wants to cook you. You're like you're going to the kitchen. Like, all right, what do you want, Veronica? I'm gonna make
I
your
don't
favorite meal.
know.
Ronnie hates real food.
I mean,
Come on.
can you think of something
No,
that
I don't know what
like
the
to
fuck you
make,
like. You don't.
or that people would make me?
No, for me it'd probably be like, give me like a fucking hit me with a slab of steak. What's the kind I like, babe? I forget what it's called. It's French.
Filet mignon.
Thank you. I forgot what it's called for a sec. Give me a filet mignon, medium rare. That shit. All right, lots of garlic butter on that. Mwah! With a little bit of I don't know, some fucking side of something. That would be fucking good.
I literally all my
Love me
favorite
a
meals
steak.
are just ethnic food. American food's gross, dude.
But a steak.
It's fine.
God, I want a steak. I've been thinking steak, folks. I'm gonna get me a steak.
Okay.
Goddamn. When Ronnie's gone, I'm eating nothing but steak. All right,
I
blowing my
basically
whole
just
money
only want to
on
eat
steak.
food that is
Steak.
to the east of the Prime Meridian, and that's it.
What's that? I'm just kidding. I know what that is. It's the equator's this way and prime meridian's up and down.
That's right.
I remember shit. It's great. Bop, bop, bop.
All right, so you're gonna tell me things about this movie now?
No, that's all I got. I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's see. I mean, fuck. What do you want to know? What the fuck do you want to know? He wants to blow up the school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up with boiler room? So he goes in the boiler room, right?
Oh, that's like The Shining too.
Yeah, and with fucking Freddy's coming for you.
Oh,
Nightmare on
yeah,
Elm Street.
Nightmare on
That
Elm
guy loves a
Street.
good boiler room. You know, you gotta love that shit. It's steamy. It's dangerous. There's all these like sharp shit going. Ooh, sorry.
And
You
then
go to boiler room.
it always looks like a laser quest down there. Like it's always like,
It's
red.
yeah, it's like
or,
dark
like,
and red
dark.
and scary and shit. Ooh, I get it. Boiler rooms are frightening. I didn't even know those existed. Really, I thought that was just from movies, but apparently boiler rooms are real.
Oh,
Are they? Have you
I've
seen?
never
Have you
been
ever
to
seen
one.
a boiler room?
I've never seen.
Then they are not real.
Yep, that's
All
right.
right.
That's how
Folks,
that works.
If you've been in a
That's
boiler
science.
room, if you've been in a boiler room, please let us know. I want to know what they are. I don't believe it. So yeah, Ronnie was like, I'm surprised they've never remade this. Well, one, it's on Broadway. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Actually, it makes sense, right? Doesn't
Yeah,
it kind of,
it does.
It's like Mean Girls. I think was on Broadway too. It's
It has,
like
it
it's
has
got
some
that same sort of, like-
theatrical
Mhm.
ideas there. I see it.
But I don't think they could get away with remaking it because I don't know. Teenage suicide. Don't do it.
And blowing up a school. It's like teenage suicide.
Yeah, it's kind of hitting all the
yeah, like it's
all the
not,
bad no
It's
spots.
definitely in bad taste these days. I think it would be hard to sell seats to that,
I agree with that.
especially with Twitter would come after it hard. I think.
Oh, for sure. Are you ready for the Rotten Tomato? You got some other shit for us
I
to
am
hit?
so ready
Pop,
for the
pop,
Rotten Tomato.
All right. What do you think?
Oh wait, no, fuck! I do
Oh,
have one
fuck.
more thing.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
After Heather Chandler
dies.
and they have the fake suicide note, the teacher passes it around.
That's fucked up. I think that's
She's like, I have the note right here,
and
and I'm
everyone's
gonna.
like, ooh, people are like excited.
And
like,
they're
oh,
passing
shit.
around Heather Chandler's suicide note in class.
It was a different time, you know.
Oh my god.
They didn't have social
What the
media,
hell, dude?
so you had to get your kicks somewhere, and it was reading a dead.
That teacher was
Classmates.
really, that funny. The
Really fucking
Pauline
funny.
or whatever her name
She's
was.
like, I just think we need to she was very
The
hippy dippy,
hippie,
it was
yeah.
obvious kind of making fun of that fucking.
Yeah, everything in this movie is making fun of some type of someone.
I agree.
Okay, now I'm ready.
All right, hit us with the Rotten Tomato.
Or
what do you think?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
No, I'll hit you with it, but you try. Yeah, your face was priceless. Go ahead.
Okay. I think it's pretty good. 78%.
Dude, you are so low. It's 93. They love this fucking movie. They said this movie rocks.
Yeah,
Audience score of
it is pretty
83.
good.
And a critic consensus said dark, cynical, and subversive, subverting expectations.
Oh,
they know what the fuck's
D&D
about.
love that.
Do you think I'm in the shot? Probably.
Yeah, always. You
All right.
constantly are.
Heather's, shut the fuck up. Heather's gently applies a chainsaw, fucking gently with a chainsaw, to the conventions of the high school movie, changing the game for teen comedies to follow.
Yeah, Jawbreaker was like, I'll take on
that spot.
Yes.
It'd be great. So with a budget of $3 million, this shit
Sorry, guys.
made a U.S. gross of only $1,100,000.
Oh no.
Now this was the 80s, all right. So that's decent, but it did not make its budget back. I don't know why. Obviously, the cumulative worldwide gross, Jesus Christ, is $1,100,006. So $60,000 came from overseas. I guess these were
This
just
is a
not,
clearly okay. First of all, this is
all
an American trope.
Same with craft. Oh, you're right. With the
This
craft,
is an
people
American.
are like, "What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
What are nerds
This
and
is an
shit? We
Ameri-
love.
th- this is like
all of
a
our
v-
students love each other.
Yeah, a view of American high school. I mean,
I get it. It doesn't translate.
it
at all.
doesn't.
It's not like some of these other movies that's
No.
like, oh, anyone could get that shit. They weren't going after the Chinese market like they are today. All right, I'm gonna Bechdel test your ass.
Bechdel test,
Oh, sorry, I was gonna marry, fuck, kill you.
which this is another movie that does not pass the reverse Bechdel test.
We love
There's
to see it.
No men speaking about anything other than
Folks, we love to see it.
we do.
But marry, fuck, kill. I'm gonna marry, fucking
Okay,
kill
okay.
you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry, fucking kill you.
I'm gonna marry fucking kill you.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So Mary fuck kill. Oh, should I just do all the yeah. All right. Heather, and Heather. Duke, Chandler, McNamara.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, definitely kill Chandler.
Okay. She had it coming.
Fuck McNamara and marry Duke.
I would say the opposite. I would definitely kill Chandler, but
then-
I'd fuck Duke.
And
Marry
marry
McNamara. She's
Okay.
already 23, so it's like, she's already old enough. Like, I'm sorry,
Calm
she's not.
down. She's not that old.
I know.
We're
but,
so much
she's-
older than that.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's weird to think
Yeah.
about. Yeah, when so I'm into the Sixers, guys. I'm into basketball. It's pretty exciting.
That is so exciting.
So two of the people on the Sixers, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. I'm like, wow, they're superstars. Motherfuckers are 25 and 26. I'm
I
like,
know.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
That's like
holy
when I
shit.
was rediscovering music last year, and all the bedroom pop
I'm,
artists
19.
I love are fucking 19, and I'm like,
Oh,
I am
Jesus Christ.
such an aging TikToker.
No, I think
that's
it's-
what I feel like. I feel like that's what I am. I just
No,
pretend like
look.
I'm not 21.
I think the whole idea of aging being bad is bullshit, dude. I can't wait to be 30. I'm gonna be fucking killing. I'm gonna actually be
Are
making
you?
real money. I'll be like, haha. I'll be
Are you
gonna
gonna be
cigars,
killing it?
but,
Are you gonna be smoking cigars and killing it?
I might.
All right.
Number 3, Jawbreaker, 1999, fun year. Fight Club came out this year. I think Matrix.
Dude,
2000.
this movie's so
Yeah.
fucking great.
Shit's good. I got some taglines for you. Ready?
Yes.
The sweetest candies are sour as death,
Death
inside.
inside.
You know that shit?
That's what fucking Pam Grier says. The
I don't
sweetest
know.
candies are sour as death inside. It's whenever Courtney tells her that, or that she's telling
after
people,
she's
she's telling Julie that Liz was fucking some guy from the bar, and she's like, Liz is a virgin, and then she was like, some candies are.
Wait, is Liz the one that dies?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I forgot that.
Anyways, all right.
All right. I got another one. Death totally bites. I don't really
That's
get
lame.
that. That sounds like a vampire shit. They're not vampires.
It's supposed to be like you bite a jawbreaker, I guess.
What the fuck? It's called a jaw. It'll break your jaw.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
Should someone bite a jawbreaker in this? No, it doesn't make sense.
Well,
Unless
Pam
it's
Grier does. She's like,
what?
yes. She's like, pretty hard, like a rock, and then she smacks on the table. Remember?
Oh yeah, I was thinking you're thinking Judy Greer, and I'm like, oh, Pam Grier. Isn't that funny? They're both Greers.
Yes.
It's exciting.
I'm talking about Pam
They're spread.
Grier, who is in
Wonderful, Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you about to say? You're like Jackie Onassis.
No.
Jackie
I was gonna
Kennedy?
say Jackie Brown, but actually I didn't know what it was. I was just gonna let you
You're gonna
finish
say
my
Jackie.
sentence. No, I was just.
You just knew I was.
I
putting
fully
the fuck-
intended that you would finish what I was saying.
All right, and this one's good. I think it works well with everything. Suck it and see.
You know what that's from? Suck
What?
It and See or Get the Hell Out. It's from the scene with the popsicle that you refused to watch.
Oh, gross. Yep, I hate it. Oh, that is from what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, that scene's a little,
She's like,
little
I
much.
said I could do for a little kink. Suck it and see or get the hell out.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Wow,
can you
Courtney's
believe I
wild.
watched this when I was 10?
I can, considering how you are now. It actually makes a lot of sense.
It really
fucked you
does.
up. It fucked you up. It fucked you up hard. Can't believe your mom's like, oh yeah, watch Jawbreaker, but no friends. That'll fuck you up.
No. My mom wasn't like, watch Jawbreaker. She just didn't know.
Oh.
I mean,
She's
like,
like, here, let's pop this.
No.
This film in for you.
hey, don't hate on my mom. I'm glad I
I
saw
love your
this
mom
shit.
too. No, it's great. Now, why don't you hit us with the blurb?
The blurb.
Bitch, the bitchy blurb, the bad bitch blurb. Ooh, I like that.
Bad bitch blurb. So funniest thing is it says it's the best teen movie since Heathers.
Love it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to read this. It's a really
respects.
shitty copy, so I'm gonna try my best.
I'll try if you can't do it because I actually have my eyesight.
Okay. Oh, actually, I can do it because it's
No, the baby's
just the
coughing, it's fine.
first lines of the movie, which I know by heart.
Bullshit.
First,
Close
I
your eyes
guess
and
you
say it.
need to know something about them. The beautiful ones, the flawless four. Everyone wanted to be them. You know them too, or you know them. They went to your high school too. First, there's Courtney, Satan in heels. What's her last name? Courtney Shane. And her pawn, the dense but dangerous Marcy Fox, a legend in her own little mind. Then there's Angelic sorry guys, it's really hard to
Jesus.
read. Then there's Angelic Julie Friedman,
Sure.
damned to be popular because of her pretty face. And lastly, the teen dream herself, Elizabeth Purr.
Liz.
Sorry, this is so fucking hard to read.
No, apparently my
When
train
an
whistle's not
ordinary
cool.
kidnapping prank.
Goes terribly wrong.
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
It's
guys.
okay. Well, it's fine.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can read.
Look, the whole problem is that this movie is so unknown that
that
there
we
aren't
couldn't
even good
find
VHS
a fucking
covers. There's nothing.
VHS cover on Google.
We'll have to find it eventually, and we'll make it up to you guys. I promise.
Anyways,
All right?
it's just the first lines of the movies, but
great.
rehashed. It's not even exactly the same as the first lines of the movie.
They're
Which
gonna
is
tweak it a little
Yeah, they did.
fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Dude, this movie's so
Guys,
fucking good.
I'm actually pretty upset that Liz dies. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that because she's so sweet, and I just feel like here's the thing: in horror movies, a lot. Like, I really like the first half. I'm like, oh, everyone's so nice together.
I know. You're like,
don't
they
know,
should just end it here.
Can we just have like a nice little family movie? You
Yeah.
know, like, oh god, I just feel bad because shit's about to hit the fan. I don't like it. I don't know. I'm like really like super ultra sensitive, and Ronnie always makes fun of me for that shit. I'm just
I
like,
know. You're
I
so
just,
sweet
I just
and
want
cute.
everyone to be happy. Like, what was it the other day? Oh, like I felt bad for opening Safari just to like download Google Chrome. I felt bad for like Safari was like working so hard. Like it was so like genuine. And it was like just chugging along.
Dude, that
being
is
something.
so
I feel
fucking
so bad. I
hilarious
was like,
to
God
me.
damn it.
Oh
Ugh.
my god.
It's so sad. Poor little Safari. I'm sorry. So I still feel bad, guys. I got a lot
That's
of
usually,
feelings.
you know, the
A
joke
lot of
is
feelings.
usually about Internet
Internet
Explorer.
I know, but like an
you
Safari
know,
and Safari didn't deserve
Mac
it.
life, right?
God, I'm just depressed now that I did that to the poor sweet Safari.
All right, can I talk about how much I love this movie now?
Yeah, you really fucking love it. Go for it.
I just love it. Okay, one of the things I said that you were like, please save this. This movie has girl Tarantino vibes.
Which is interesting. I like it.
It's
Yeah.
it's like if you took Tarantino and Verhoeven and mixed them. And then you made it girly.
Yeah, I get that.
It's very I wrote that this movie is my aesthetic. It's classic girly with a slightly morbid and offbeat twist.
Wow.
Which
You're really good at like you put your thumb right on that shit. Is that
yeah,
the
like
expression?
it's exactly what
Yeah.
that shit is. And they have so many it's offbeat in the way, like it's morbid in one way, and then it's offbeat in the way that they have all these silly sort of things in it. It's like almost silly.
Yeah, or like the weird sound effects. Like
Yeah, like
whoing.
whenever the transitions, it's like
I know, it's weird.
Weird, yeah.
Definitely offbeat is a good way of putting it. I like that.
Yep. I love it so much. The soundtrack is fucking great.
You bop to that shit real
It's
hard.
so good, dude. Imperial Teen, which does the "Ayu-hoo" when they're like walking down the hallway.
Sing
you
more,
know,
please.
No, I shall not.
I'd like you to. Please. For me.
Yes, this shit is so good. Yep.
You know, he'd originally considered to make. He wanted it as a horror film.
I'm so glad he didn't do that. What it is now is so good.
He thought like what, you know, like,
I get
what
it.
if something
get
went horribly
it.
wrong? This could have easily been like, you know, think about like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's kind of
And
would
it
be
is-
like that.
yeah,
If they killed it,
right.
and then it's like, and then maybe
Well,
she
I Know
came
You
back
Did
or some
Last
shit.
Summer is very self-serious, though.
That's true. He realized it would work better as a dark comedy.
Yes.
He's like, actually, this would be better. And
So good,
and thank
dude.
God for that, right?
So many things. Like, I like that this movie has, I don't know, like Courtney Shane, who is Rose McGowan,
God,
is such a great villain.
Dude, when she like sees dead ass fucking Liz.
I know. She's like,
just, like, so casual.
I thought a jawbreaker would be funny. Like,
She
she's
goes,
just
"Oh, God,
so
it's in her
like,
throat. I hate it.
I don't know. I just love everything. This is definitely my favorite iteration of the 4-girl leader
That sort of like trope
movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's extremely raunchy. But in a like artsy way. It's not in a
no
it's
titties,
not,
though.
It's not like American Pie raunchy.
No,
It's like
there's only really one.
it's
sex
like
scene.
dark
Yeah,
raunchy.
I think it's just like the cursing and then
well,
the,
there's
like,
2
subject
sex
matter.
scenes technically. There's the Marilyn Manson sex scene,
Right.
And then
Oh.
there's the lick, suck it and see or get the hell out,
Ah.
where she's like blowing him.
Yeah, but it barely. Oh, you're right. But it barely gets to that shit. It's mostly him just like gratifying.
He's
a,
like
popsicle.
almost about to come, basically, and then remember she has to like answer the door, and he's
Oh,
like,
you
"Don't
didn't know
go,"
about that.
and she's like, "Don't come." And
And
yeah, when
you're
I was
like,
a kid, I had
"Hee-hee, what's
no
that?"
idea what that. No, I just didn't even think anything of the line because I thought that she meant like, "Don't come to the door with me," because why?
God.
I was 10. Now the
Can't believe
fuck
you
would
were
I
10.
even know?
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
What are you gonna do? Now you want to know how old they were?
Yes,
'Cause,
I
you know,
do.
word to the wise, they were not close to the ages that they portrayed. This one is the most egregious.
I can tell everyone in the movie.
They look like they have kids that are in
I think
high
it's
school.
because the subject matter is
maybe.
dark.
Maybe.
and-
I think he was probably paying homage to shit like, you know, Grease and stuff. you know?
Right,
It's just,
right.
Yeah. And Carrie. A lot of fucking people in this were also in Carrie. And Carrie,
yes,
too.
this has a lot of Carrie vibes. Actually,
does, I know.
I mean, the end whole
Yeah,
prom scene.
I know.
Yeah.
Motherfucker knew that shit. It was like, he was like Carrie and Heathers. That was like his 2 inspirations, Darren Stein. But so Courtney, played by the lovely Rose McGowan.
I love
who was a big part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, I know.
And which is
Against
you know,
Harvey
really,
Weinstein,
really,
she
yeah,
came out against him
She
hard.
came out, yeah, exactly. And I think it gave a lot of people courage to do the same. So bravo to Rose. Dude, her childhood is crazy. She was emancipated at age 16. Her parents were part of the Children of God cult. Do you know this?
I did know this.
Yeah?
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Really fucking
What
nuts.
exactly was the Children of God cult?
It's a religious cult. I don't know too much about it. I don't think it's like a death cult or anything like that. It's just like some fucking weird ass shit. Like with like, I tried to look into it. It was very convoluted. There's so much to it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I couldn't go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah,
It was just too
yeah.
much. But it was a religious cult and shit was like fucking crazy. And
That's
she was able to get
interesting.
out luckily. But she's 26. Rose McGowan's 26.
During the filming of this, you
Yes.
mean? Old as fuck.
Yep.
She's like younger than me.
Julie.
Okay.
Ready to come back in? So, as I was saying, Courtney, Rose McGowan's 26.
Yep.
And Julie, Rebecca Gayheart,
Yes. Who's the hottest one?
I agree. I love that hair. Is 28. Wait, are you 28 these days?
I am.
You just turned 28. It's fine. Forget. And then you have Marcy, Julie Benz of Dexter fame. Rita from Dexter,
She was in this far before
27.
then.
You know, she's fucking hot in Dexter, man.
I
Titties were
know.
out.
Oh yeah, Rita.
Titties stayed out in that show. That was
Then-
fun stuff.
Then she died as fuck.
Oh.
Spoilers,
not
I
great.
guess, if you've never watched Dexter.
Dude,
Sorry about
Probably
it.
watch Dexter. It's good stuff. And then you have Fern, Judy Greer. God, she always plays like the best friend. Has she ever been like the star of anything? Like, is it like starring Judy Greer?
I don't think so. Nothing
I don't
I've
think so,
seen.
no. But she does great work, and she's always fun. And she's 24, so she's the youngest one. But all pretty old.
Yeah.
Much older than the other ones for sure. But yeah, it's this one's a blast. I think of all of them, I think this might be my favorite too, though. Like,
yeah,
it's
it's so
weird.
entertaining. It's so
It goes by quick,
entertaining.
too.
Yeah.
It's a tight 90 maybe, or is it
Is
less
that
than
why
that?
you like it? Because you just want to get these over with?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, TikTok, like fucking check my watch and shit. No, I actually did enjoy it quite a bit.
Yes, this one's really fun. I love that Courtney talks in like paragraphs from a novel.
Can you get know any from
Whenever she's like,
from the top of your head?
she's like, nice is not enough. If I was friends with every Pam, Beth, and Sherry, I'd have Noah's Ark in my fucking phone book or some shit
Wow.
like that. She just
Very
says
good.
like so many. They're like these long, drawn out, sort of like monologues.
I love it.
I do too.
She's
She's
fun.
fucking great. I love her. She was obviously the one I wanted to be.
She's fucking evil and she loves it.
She really does. She
A little
loves being
sociopathic,
evil.
that's for darn sure.
She's extremely evil, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, out of all of the bad bitches, I'd say she's probably the baddest, right? Well, maybe her and Nancy. I don't know which one.
No, she's worse. Like I said, Nancy's more sympathetic.
Yeah,
Nancy
you can
has a
kind of
reason.
get where she's like coming from and shit.
But
She's got a little power
Courtney
under.
is just
Courtney's
there's
just
no
evil for
backstory.
bad.
They
evil's sake.
specifically make her just like an evil character
Yeah.
instead of trying to justify her actions. They don't explain her backstory at all. It's great. I think it's a good choice. Like so many things in this that I think that probably are what turned off the critics and like viewers in general. I think it's like the things with Tarantino movies where people criticize them for like, for instance, discussing something that's not related to the plot or
I
like,
love that though.
right. I think
That's
there's
what makes
things
it so
about
interesting.
Jawbreaker that I like that, like for instance, one of my favorite things is how they are always contrasting beauty and indulgence with like sort of like bad things, like just darkness, basically.
Yeah.
Like the scene where Judy Greer. God, I'm gonna do that a lot.
I know.
Judy Greer is walking to Liz's house to give her books, and she stops and smells a flower. And in the scene, it's like she's smelling, and then it's the
That is weird.
"I Love Rock and Roll" song, or no, what the fuck is the song by the Cars that's playing? I just forgot the name. You don't know that song?
Nope. You always know the Cars. You're like, oh my god, the Cars.
The Cars are good.
Are they? I don't even. They're okay, I guess.
Where he's like, your rock and roll hair. You know that song. Okay, whatever.
It's playing that shit and it like.
And then all of a
weirdly
sudden
zooms
it's like
in.
zooms in on a centipede crawling through the flower.
So weird.
Everything
fucking
is
weird.
just a
But it's like
contrast
that,
between
yeah.
like indulgence
Oh, it's beautiful.
and beauty
And then-
like horror. Like
You could kind of see.
disgust.
You could kind of see how this was beginning, or like has the feel of a horror movie. potentially.
Yeah.
I think he kept a lot of those.
But
like,
I think that's what's cool. Like there's the whole
elements in.
there's a few scenes that are like kind of spooky, like whenever Fern first walks up and sees the dead body and then it does the dolly zoom
Oh yeah,
of,
gotta love
of
a
like
good
the
dolly
body,
zoom.
and then she starts running away and then they
And
start
it's very
chasing
like chaotic
after her.
and like
yeah.
they do interesting stuff with the cameras. They do that in the Heathers too with like the weird like dream-like sequences and
yeah.
shit. And and this one with the oblique angles, like the 45-degree angles that are very
Lots
like,
of that
whoa.
in this. Lots of that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's filmed in a horrific way at times, which is fucking cool.
Another thing also is the fashion. Getting back to the fashion. This
God,
is
gotta love the fashion.
extremely late 90s.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Very bright colors. Everything's boxes and bright colors and mini skirts and
Do like some
halter
mini skirts.
tops and
Whose fashion did you like the best out of all of them?
probably Julie's.
Yeah.
The leggy one.
Leggy blonde. She was what else was she in? She was in some. Was it a fucking
Urban Legends.
Urban Legends? There it is. Is it Legends or Legend?
Just Legend. I believe it's just Urban Legend.
She's great. Yeah, she's fun.
Yep, I love her in this. She's like the good guy. I also like her and Zach, the male.
Who's like never in anything. I like looked him up. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't think he was really
he did
an
some
actor
bit parts
after
and shit,
this.
but not really.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
they have
make
a
for
really
cute.
good relationship,
Yeah.
actually, for a movie that's really fucking weird. And you wouldn't expect there to be some kind of like palpable relationship.
Yeah.
They actually have, and there are only like a few scenes that establishes it, but you care about them almost
Totally.
after like the first scene that you see them together.
He's got that fucking middle part that I can't pull
Oh,
off.
yeah.
We try to do it and they're like, oh my god,
I
you're
feel like
balding.
most
Like
guys,
your hair's like no.
like
hair's
most
just
guys
not
now
working in that.
don't. I mean, you have to have like really longer hair. for
Yeah,
that.
and it's like I don't know, not for me. I mean, my forehead's already looking a mess. We don't need to like perpetuate it by having like a middle part. You're like, God, it keeps going. It's like way up here now. Oh, not for you, Elvin Star. Get rid of that shit. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I like your hair, babe.
I do have a question for you, babe.
Yeah.
Who is Violet? Who could
Who
she be?
is Violet?
Who could she be?
I love that they spell Violet Violette.
What the fuck? That's not a name. No one is
You are
named
Violet.
Violet. That's the most fucking. It's probably French. Some fucking person in Paris. Some Parisian chicks like. C'est Violet.
Violet.
Ha, ha, ha.
What does Courtney say? She's like, never send a rose unless dyed black as warning. Like she's explaining
Jesus.
why Violet was her
Dark as shit.
choice
Yeah.
to make her name. She's like, Violet, it's elegant and like.
Now
Yep.
everyone's like going for. I'm not into. Judy Greer's like she's a pretty gal. You know, don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
She's nothing in comparison to them.
Well, I feel like
mean,
she actually is like, and it's always like I don't know for whatever reason I think as Fern she's like kind of cute, But like whenever she pulls out, like I
really,
don't, yeah,
you think she's cuter as Fern?
yeah. Because I don't
Fern
like the
looks
bleach
all
blonde
pasty
thing and shit.
and, like-
I'm into that. You're into pasty guys with like, why can't I be into pasty girls?
I mean, you can.
I can, and I will, and I am.
Okay.
I don't mind. Like Fern's, like you're probably a little freaky deaky. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
fun. But Violet, I don't know. Like her neck is all like accentuated. It's very long.
Well, the
neck.
short hair, I think.
I think
is
that's
just
what it is.
not,
It's like I think she looks
complimentary
better
to
with
her.
longer hair. Yeah. So
I think she would have looked good otherwise with everything except the hair being not the way it was.
damn, she got a bit of a big head though when she became Violet.
Oh yes.
You know what it's like? It's like fucking in Clueless,
Yeah.
right? When Cher
They
makes
hate
her.
to love me. Yeah, exactly.
When makes what's her tits? Fucking rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. I don't remember her character's name in that.
I don't either.
But yeah, when she makes her up and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and then suddenly it's like, oh, you created a monster because nobody wants to see Fern no more. They want Violet.
Yep. But then it's weird
Chopped liver.
that in the high school, once they reveal that she used to be Fern,
Just,
that
like, throw
everyone
shit
like
at her.
makes fun of her. It's like, why do you care?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I used to be that stupid little
if
little
I was in high
wallflower. Now
school-
look at me.
And I was like friends or liked
Titties out
somebody
everywhere.
that was like popular.
Mhm.
And then I found out that they didn't used to be popular. I'd be like, yeah, that's how popularity you at some point some people are not popular and then they become popular.
Same shit in Heather's. You remember when JD's trying to like blackmail Heather Duke by having like pictures of her and God, don't they call her?
Oh,
dump
and the
truck or
other
some shit? It's
friend.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Being like kids together. It's like that's enough to
Who
blackmail.
cares? Like
I
I don't know. I don't.
God,
This
and I
is
feel
why I
bad
hated
about-
high school. I don't know. I
This
don't
whole
care.
shit.
This is
All this fucking like drama and like the fucking politics. I
Seriously.
never played the game, folks. All right, I was too cool for that. I did as I did. I did almost get a swirly one time. Did
oh
almost
yeah, for
happen.
being an atheist.
Yeah, I was like I was like, guys, I was proudly atheist. I had little
Oh my
pamphlets I throwing
God.
around.
Were all
They almost
these
got me.
guys wearing like boat shoes?
No,
What kind of guys were these?
they were athletes, sure, but like they weren't white. Like
Really?
Yeah, I went to Monroe.
Oh, I thought this was at another school.
I think they were just kidding around. Like,
Oh,
they,
okay,
like,
okay.
half of them just like were like kind of like they got me above, and I was like they got me above their heads, and I was like, no, not today, Satan, that type of stuff. Like I was like, no. And half of them like gave up. And like, I think they were just kind of kidding around. It was just like, hey, these atheists, get them, but like they're like, I was just kidding. I don't know.
Okay, you always made it sound. I think you're just trying to make up trauma.
I was it wasn't that traumatic.
because
I
you
was
have
just
no
fine.
trauma.
No.
You're traumaless.
I thought it was funny to like stick his head in the toilet or like,
well, or breaking your arm was trauma.
oh yeah.
But like when we met, you had no trauma.
I was
you were
whistling.
so innocent and
Still
pure.
like look at me though. I'm always like tense though. Like I'm just like ready for trauma. I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna happen soon.
Never happens.
Oh,
to
it's
you.
gonna happen though. Ooh, my body's ready. I'm a tense boy, and I got lots of tension.
I know you do.
It's great stuff. So I'm just gonna let that go. It's gonna be great. So anything else to add about this lovely jawbreaker before
So
we
many-
get into the?
so
Oh
many
Jesus!
things,
I thought I was
please.
ready for
No,
Rotten Tomato
we've-
scores. I was
no.
like gonna like close this out.
So
a
I
little
want
bit.
to talk about how when I first watched this when I was younger, I didn't really pick up on this, but I think this is the case now that I'm older. So Fern, I'm pretty sure is a lesbian.
Yeah.
They make the joke
I even
later.
said so when she's like standing at the door. Yeah.
But she's really in love with Liz, who dies, who's the
Rest in peace.
girl who died.
Fucking hot, by
And
the way. God
she has this
damn.
whole sequence where she's talking to Detective Cruz, who is Pam Grier.
Fun.
And she's describing looking at a collection of freckles on the back of Liz's neck.
oh yeah, and turning
There
them
was
into like
so
weird.
many weird sequences in this.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of my favorite weird sequences was one that Corey would literally not even watch.
Oh god.
And
It just made me
it's
very uncomfortable.
Courtney Shane, who's the evil bitch in this, and this jock guy Dean, who is
God,
like
he looks about
always,
48.
He
He's-
really
he's
does
really
look so old. Oh my
no,
god!
I don't like it.
But she invites him over for a little kink. I think
God,
she must
Courtney,
have like
dude.
a
Fucking
humiliation kink
so
because she like comes in with a popsicle.
And he's
And
like, oh, what are
she's
you gonna do
like,
with that?
yeah, she's like putting it in his mouth, and he's like, ew, you fucking sicko, or something like that. And she's like, look, I said I could do with a little kink. Now suck it and see, or get the hell out. And so he like
Good
starts
stuff.
blowing this popsicle,
I
and
just don't
she's like,
it.
yeah,
I'm
she's
just
like,
not in- I just-
I
it's
like, she's
just
like,
very
I want to
uncomfortable.
blow you. I've just forgotten how. And then she's like, if only you could show me.
Oh my god.
That shit is so fucking hilarious to me. And then there's like the lolly lolly lollipop lips. That's
Oh.
like the song that's happening. It's so funny.
Wow, this fucking movie, man. It's
so many
it's a trip,
things.
but it is definitely enjoyable for sure.
I also like that. Sorry, I just lost it.
Better
Oh,
go
I
back.
was just gonna talk about how much I like the guy. the grungy
Zach, you
theater
mean?
guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who's
he's
he?
so
Interesting.
hot, so
It's like
cute.
a hot theater guy. That's weird.
Like,
Weird combo.
I don't know. He's great. I think he's a pretty good actor. Him
that.
and what's her face, Julie. I think actually sell the role pretty well.
He reminds me of the guy from How to Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
Another unknown movie that
I know.
has
Are
my
you proud
heart
of me
throb.
for
Yes.
pulling that out? Yeah, I know what you like. I know
that
what
is what
you're
I
into.
liked. That was my sexual awakening. I basically watched How to Deal and Jawbreaker.
And you're like, wow.
It all makes sense now.
Oh my god.
Because I had those as VHSs when I was like 11.
Yep. But those guys aren't as pasty as like they're not really
No.
pasty, dark haired. But
I think it was less about like what they look
shit.
like and more about just
Their
their
personality,
role in my
kinda,
life.
like, quirky and
no,
shit.
just those characters. I was 11. I
just like, oh my
was just
God.
discovering liking boys, and I was watching these movies every day, which are highly sexual. Like,
So it kind of made you like intrigued in a certain type of guy.
That's it. Very interesting.
Interesting stuff. Oh my god.
Another thing I love about this movie is that literally every role that could be a woman was.
Yeah, I know you mentioned
They
that.
didn't make like the only roles that are males are the ones that are
which ones?
required to be males because of their like position. Like they were either the opposite of somebody like Dean, the jock guy, Zach.
Wasn't there a male principal? I'm trying to remember.
No, it
who
was the principal was fucking the Miss Sherwood. Miss Sherwood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My fault. My bad.
Everybody was a
My
woman,
bad.
and it's awesome. Even the detective, Detective
I know.
Cruz.
Cam Gray.
Everybody
Fun
was.
stuff.
These were totally roles they could have made men, and they didn't. And I fucking love
it. Was
it.
anti everything.
I think also that the fact that it was written by a gay man shows so much through the dialogue. I think the specifically the script, like I don't mean to stereotype gay men. There's a million different types, obviously, but the stereotypical gay man like that I imagine and how he would write a movie, it's actually similar to Ryan Murphy in Glee. The way I think he writes dialogue is like that same
Very,
similar
like,
like
stylized,
verbose
very-
and succinct. Like it's a very like pinpoint everything, and it's
exactly.
creative, and fucking love this shit, dude.
It's like fucking music. It's like jazz. It's like skip it up, and then they go bop up bop up. And look, is it an episode if I'm not like freestyle jazzing right now?
No, it's not.
You're right. Beep, beep, boop, bop.
You're right.
It's good stuff. What can I say? It's what I bring to the table. It's all I bring to the table.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm done going off about how much I love this movie.
She does love it. Well, how did the critics love it? You might say.
They fucking
what the fuck
hated
do you
it.
think?
They hated it. I know for a fact. It's got like a 10% or something.
13. Pretty close.
Yeah, I knew it.
With an audience score of 55. So they were like a little bit more into it, but not much. You want to hear the critic consensus?
Yes.
This throwaway comedy, just throw that shit away in the fucking garbage. Sorry, babe, it had to happen. Falls victim to its hip sensibilities.
It is very hip.
It is hip, right? I need to stop fucking playing with that shit.
Yeah.
It's just very like.
Just calm down over
hands
there.
are just getting. Yeah, it's a little hip, a little too hip for a lot of people, I guess.
Pretentious? Is that kind of the
maybe,
idea?
I guess. I don't know. It's just like it's too much. It's like too like self-aware.
I think
and
it's
like,
actually not pretentious. I think it's making fun of itself a little bit by being so hammy and shit. I don't know. Maybe, and also it's possible that I'm just seeing this with nostalgia glasses because I've seen this movie so many times in my life.
I think it's possible, but I enjoy it for what it is. I mean, I don't have any like
connections to it like that. Yeah.
But it's fun. You were like holy grail shit and stuff, but it is it's fun.
It's very important to me as a person.
Budget $3,500,000. So pretty small.
I mean, there wasn't that much. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Oh my god.
The gross in the United States was 3,100,000, and cumulative worldwide 3,100,000.
Yeah.
None of these made a splash overseas.
Like I said, this is not an appealing.
I never really
genre
considered that.
To other
What, you're telling me they
countries.
don't understand American high school drama?
Yeah, right. They're all very
in Kazakhstan,
specifically like
Uzbekistan. Like what? They don't know that shit. Am I saying that right? Uzbekistan.
But even
I don't
in
know.
China or like big countries like that are
Just big countries.
it's just not
not
the
big-
same
good and big countries.
sensibilities. No, I'm saying that this is so
No, I get it.
specifically
It is.
American.
I know. Even in like jolly good London and stuff, they're like, "What's this about then, governor?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Governor."
Like, because you had
Good,
Skins,
good,
which was
good,
kind of
governor.
like a teen.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's a very
British thing
different
that
like,
I've seen. I'm saying that I've seen and could compare.
Right.
The
still a
and
different like
it just feels
perspective.
different,
For
right?
sure, for
but
sure.
yeah.
For sure. So Bechdel test, it obviously passes with flying colors. Bravo, all three
Does
of you.
not reverse Bechdel test though.
No, it doesn't.
I love it.
Your turn to marry, fuck, kill me.
Okay, marry, fuck, kill, obviously. Courtney, Foxy, and Julie.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yes.
Fuck Courtney.
Yeah.
Marry Julie.
You're not going to kill.
All right, Jesus Christ. Yep.
I'm sorry it's late.
You need to like get over it. Have I yawned once? I think I stifled one yawn once.
I can't stifle them.
Slap
My
it out of
brain
your face.
needs oxygen. All
I
right.
have learned to live without it.
Who was last
All right,
time?
wait. Fuck Courtney.
Yes.
And then kill.
Marry Julie.
Marry Julie and kill
Foxy.
Foxy. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Gotta go. What about you? Do you
I think
you don't
that's
agree?
probably the same. No, I maybe would kill Courtney. No, you gotta fuck Courtney.
God,
She's
Courtney,
the
yeah.
hottest.
Ooh,
For sure.
Yeah.
I guess
Rose
Julie's the
McGowan
hottest,
at her
but
fuck
Rose
fuck
McGowan's
list.
looking pretty great in this.
Yeah. I mean, I think Julie Benz is cute, but like her personality is like grating. I like Courtney's like fun and like dark. I'm like, oh, what's going on? No.
Yeah.
You know how I like the freaky deaky chicks.
Remember Kanicki?
Oh,
Jeff
Kanicki
Conaway
in his
being-
like one scene for 5 seconds.
You used to love Tiffany. I think we're alone now. He's like singing that.
Doesn't seem beat.
And I'm like,
That's
it's
a
like
good
Grease again.
song. Exactly. The man can dance. In fact, I'm watching Grease with my kids right now. In
I
drama.
know.
That shit's funny. They've got some very funny things to say. They called Danny cringe, and I said,
I
yeah,
know.
he's
He
pretty
is.
cringe. He is. Yeah, it's just all right. Jesus. All right, we get it. I guess we're done now, folks.
No, I'm sorry.
we
I'm sorry.
agree-
I'm
no,
sorry.
We actually are done.
I know.
because,
Thank God, because I am fucking yawning so
I know.
much.
Well, look, this is Thursday night. We don't have the usual like fucking energy. I think we pulled it off, though. Can I get a high five? Please don't punch me. I'm hurt already. Ow. We did it, guys. It's very exciting stuff. So yeah, should we talk about like our one after? Like I know we're gonna miss a week, but we could discuss
we're for
what,
sure doing this, right?
Yeah, episode 6.
Yep.
It's gonna be our bad best. What did we say? Best of the worst.
Best of the worst.
Best of the worst trilogy. We've got a fun one here. These are shitty movies that are fun as fuck.
This is very important to me.
Yeah,
Okay,
again.
so I just have to interject really quick, and we'll talk more about it on that actual trilogy. But there's nothing more I love about movies than making fun of bad ones.
true.
It's truly my favorite.
That's why
thing.
she loves the prequels.
Yes,
And Plinkett.
prequels.
Um,
They're gonna come for us for that. The prequel lovers.
Well, they can fucking please. I will go toe to toe with any of them.
We try to be tolerant.
But not of that. No, I'm just kidding. No, prequels are great to make fun of for sure. So the best of the worst trilogy will include some classics such as Tiptoes.
Oh my God, Tiptoes.
Battlefield Earth.
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit. And Anaconda. Wow, we got some. We tried to like have ones that sort of like span different genres. And
Yeah.
we're very like wide and varied with their taste. There are
so many bad movies.
Damn if they
there
aren't
will
great.
be another trilogy.
Oh,
down
there'll be at
the
least 2
line.
probably.
Yeah.
Like there's some classic. We've got lots set up for us.
Lots
folks.
of bad movies.
We're
that
literally
I
never
like.
going to run out of content. As
I
long as
know.
there are films, there will be this podcast. As long as we can stay together as a married couple.
As long as I can stop yawning, and then
Yeah,
we
Jesus.
don't, people stop listening.
They're like, all right, well,
Actually,
if you're
we'll
bored,
just keep doing this even if people aren't listening.
I do it just for me and you. Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing now. I
That's
guess
really all
like,
it
we
is.
have some friends that are listening. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Thanks. And with that, you want to say our sign off?
See you next Tuesday.
Hey! See you next Tuesday.
God damn
Oh,
it.
it's great shit. Thanks again to our Little Terrorist for our theme song, Meena Kawaja for our artwork, and we'll see you all next Tuesday. Wait, it doesn't even work that way. Oh, shit, I was trying to. All right, bye, everyone.
See you all next Tuesday.
I know, I was like,
Quant.
Quant. No, it didn't fucking work. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, shut up, the movie's starting. Crack a beer and grab some chips, start the doobie, spark it. Melted butter for the popcorn, better not fall asleep. I'ma hit you if you start snoring. Wait, hold up, is this a drama or a comedy? The plot was trash, but I like the cinematography. The director has a vision, just check out the transitions. Might fuck around, analyze the tone and symbolism. She's pretty, but her acting skills remain to be seen. Don't mind me, I was trying to count the boobies in the nudie scene. Yo, Daniel Day's in this, that man is unrivaled. I think you're illiterate though, if you don't like the subtitles. Is that just me? I don't know, I guess it must be. Shit's a little boring for the first half, but trust me, there's a plot twist, and the whole thing gets real nutty. There's conflict, and he has to confront old buddy. Ronnie probably ranting, and then there's Cory yelling. Movies are a great medium of storytelling, so let's talk about it. That's what this show is for. Gonna talk about some movies, maybe talk about some more. Who knows what's in store? No one but the Lord. Maybe talk about religion or Valyrian steel swords. Point is, we're hardcore, so tune in if you're bored. Movie time, discussing movies and cinema galore.